Can y'all hear me all right? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to the SBK Media Show. Every Sunday night, we're going to try to bring it to you every Sunday night at 7:45. How are you guys doing? I cannot wait to get into this one. How are y'all? How you doing? How's everything? How is y'all Sunday? How was y'all's weekend? I'm going to salute the chat in just a few minutes. I just want to say thank you. Let me take the sticker off before the bestie gets on to me. How are you guys doing today? Hope y'all hit that like button as you came on in. Like, share. You see what the like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. How are you guys? It is wonderful to be in here this Sunday afternoon. I know Texas has been flooded. Here in East Texas, been flooded. A bunch of rain, a bunch of tornadoes and all this stuff, but we'll get into that in just a few minutes. How are you guys? I'm going to salute the chat. All right. We got the lovely Thriving Glow with Joe. You heard what she said. Thank you for coming in. Like, share, subscribe. We got a good show lined up for you today. So you heard what she said. So shout out to the bestie. Shout out to the little bro Lionel Suggs. He said Sunday night, the best time not to have a date. We'll get into that. Shout out to Joe Brittany, whoever she is, whoever Joe Brittany is. Shout out to Joe Brittany. Shout out. Hey, sis, there's Sandra in the building. Hey, sis, how you doing? We got Susanna. Hi, Susanna. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you kindly. All you ghost watchers out there, man, salute to you. The like button is free. Free 99. As my sis, it's just evil say. Free 99. So y'all go and click that like button. So I think I got everybody. I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Sunday today. And I hope you guys have some fun in this chat today. You know what I'm saying? So we got a poll. We have a poll in the chat. And I want you guys to take the poll. Take it. Pause. No diddy. I hope you guys, there is a little survey at the top of the chat. And you guys, please. I want to see what you guys say. There's my bro, Kevin Corporan, in the building. Shout out to you. Hope you like my crew neck long sleeve shirt. Got Silverback. Hope y'all like that. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out. We're gonna get to that, sis. I want you guys to take that poll question, that survey, and I want you to take the survey. We're gonna ask you to explain. Sandra, I got your. We're gonna come back to your question. I got it. I got a reminder to go back to that, and so yeah. Anybody want to hit the link? The link is pinned at the top. Should be. Yep, it's still pinned at the top. Pinned at the top. You guys can hit the link. I got somebody in the background waiting. You ready, background? I'm gonna bring you up. Ready or not, here you come. She's already waiting back here. So, without further ado, we have a very famous person on these YouTube streets, a very famous person here in Texas, aka the bestie, aka Bam. What's up with it, you? Hey, Gertrude, how you doing, love? How you doing, love? How you doing? How you doing? Y'all be okay. Before we start getting into this subject, I want you guys to, first of all, you hit the like button as you come in. And I do have home training. I think I spoke to everybody. And so we got a subject at hand that we're talking about today. We're talking about dating confessions. Your best and worst dates. All right? Your best and worst dates. So if you guys have some worst dates that you've ever been on, I want you guys to put it in the chat. All right, we're gonna be talking about it. You're welcome to hit the link, talk about it. But first, we're gonna just start about talking about dates. Dating. But let me go over this poll right quick, and I'm gonna read it to you. The question is, what is your ideal date? All right, we got 4 choices. What is your ideal date? First choice is chill night in. Chill night in. Adventure vibes. Fine dining and dressing up. Where you want to go out and dress up and eat. Go out to eat and dress up real nice. Or a spontaneous road trip. So far, we got chill night out, 29%. So y'all keep voting. Keep voting. All right. So what's up with it, bestie? What you got going on?
Did you want to elaborate? Can you hear me good?
I want to elaborate on what now?
Oh, can you hear me?
Y'all can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to say if you wanted to elaborate a little bit more on those options. But I will tell you what I voted. You want me to tell you what I voted?
Okay, well, but before you tell us, hold on. You asked me to elaborate. All right, so we're gonna elaborate.
Okay.
So a chill night out basically is just in my opinion, a chill night out dating is basically
a chill night in. The first
chill night in. I'm sorry, chill night in. A chill night in is basically you just staying there at the house, chilling, dinner, a nice home cooked meal, watching a favorite movie, watching a favorite program, watching some murder mysteries. That's my ideal, That's my ideal chill night in. We said adventure vibes. What is your definition of that? Adventure vibes.
Adventure vibes like hiking, zip lining, any kind of adventure, exploring new spots, things like that. That's adventure vibes.
Right. There you go. So, and then we got spontaneous road trip, just getting on the road and just riding, driving, and just stopping.
You skipped the third one. The third one was
fine dining. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, fine dining and dressing up. Play dress up. Go out and just come out of the town, dress up real nice, and go to a nice, great restaurant. Yes. So, what do you guys think? So go ahead. What did you choose? What did you choose?
I have 2 different personalities, right? So I got Joe Brittany. Joe Brittany, she said adventure vibes. Because, it's, to me, I'm not just I'm not a one-track minded woman, right? So I like adventure vibes. I like, I think I've mentioned it before. I like actually doing action things, finding a new spot, going and I would love. You already know I would love to bungee jump. So that's one of
For real?
my
Bungee jump?
yes, yeah. That's
For
one of
real?
my because once upon a time, Big Joe couldn't bungee jump, right? They weren't gonna put no harness on me and let me jump off of no building. So one of my one of my all-time goals that I set for myself once I lost weight was to bungee jump. So Derek already told me he'll go with me. He's gonna stand down and watch me though. He ain't gonna do it.
He's not
But
gonna do it. He's
no,
just gonna watch.
yeah, he's gonna watch. Um, but so bungee jumping, those adventure vibes. That's something that because once upon a time, when you're really heavy, you can't do those things. You can't zip line. You can't, do those kind of things. So that's one of my all-time things. But for sure, um, Joe, I like a chill night in. I like, hey, just snacks, watch movies, watch documentaries, deep conversations. That's me. So that's my ideal.
That's your ideal? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So we got the poll is let me see something here. The poll is steady at 29% chill night in, 21% adventure vibes, 27 so it switched over. Then now it's the switch. Now we got we got a tie. We got a three-way tie. Chill night in, adventure vibes, fine dining and dressing up, all at 27%. Spontaneous road trip is at 20%. So y'all, I won't close that poll. Y'all keep voting. What's your ideal date? Oh,
And I think third in line would be that at road trip. You know me, I love to hit the road. So I love that too. So
right. What's
I'm
going
kind of
on,
split.
Jimbo? What's going on? I want to say publicly before we get into anything. First of all, we had a live this past Friday, a great live, the Tap In podcast with your host, yours truly, SBK, and my big sis. It's just ETD. And, in the middle of the show, my image just got stuck on the screen, and I had problems with my internet here. It was a tornado that touched down here, man. Everybody lost their phone service. Internet service was down, and I was trying my best to hop up on the panel, and my data on my phone would not allow me to get in StreamYard and to stay in StreamYard. But it was a great live, and a lot of you guys were talking ish about your boy on the show. But we had a great time. If you have not subscribed to the Tap In podcast with your host SBK, myself, and it's just ETV, y'all go and subscribe, all right? So, but yeah, I heard y'all talking ish about your boy. You know what I'm saying? I heard y'all, but it's all good. It's all good. I got you. So it's all good. But anyway, so yeah. The link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys hit the link if you like. We'll talk about best and worst dates. Now, hold on just a second. Now, here is what Sandra said. Sandra says the questions were cool. We just got back from our TSS road trip last week. So she's road trip. She likes road trips. I won't read her worst date. We'll get into that. And she said her work. Well, I'll go ahead and do it. So her worst date was at Chili's, being date before marriage road trip. Got you. I got you. I have an experience about Chili's. My bad experience. We'll get into that. So Sandra, we share the same sentiment on that Chili's thing. All right. So I'm gonna start with you first, Besky. Have you thought about any worst dates that you've been on? And if you would elaborate, and uh, and I'll tell you my worst date, and I'll tell you my best dates. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, you're welcome to hit the link. Anybody hit the link. So go ahead.
Okay, so my ultimate worst date. I'm gonna give you one. My ultimate worst date, which is the absolute last date I've been on. So that tells you how bad it was, right? But it started out pretty good. It started out pretty good because it was to the gun range.
Oh, really?
So we went to a gun range, and so that was great. It goes along with adventure, things, right?
Right.
And I had a lot of fun. It was something I had actually never done before, so hey, that's a first for me, and I like that. I like, especially if I've never done something, I like to try new things. Kind of
So,
like trying new food, right? I'll
so,
try anything.
so that's your first time going to the gun range?
That was the first time ever going to a gun range.
All right.
And he didn't know that. He didn't know that. He didn't ask or anything like that. But that's not what was bad about it. The whole vibe afterwards. That was the bad part, and that was the really bad part. But he just, he drank too much, and he turned into someone I didn't know or I didn't realize, he was.
Maybe.
But it started out good, It started out good. The gun range, that was a really good thing.
So he drank too much at the gun range, or just afterwards?
No, afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards. So the whole vibe ended up, and I mean, I had just met him. So afterwards, he drank too much, and he just turned into a totally different person, and kind of just being too forward and too abrasive. So that's what I never saw him again. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I got a couple. Well, I got a couple of them, but my worst date was at Chili's. It was at Chili's. It was in. It was not in. We were out of town. And it had nothing to do with the. Well, the lady I was dating suggested that we go there, and we went. Food was horrible. I mean, it was horrible, absolutely. The food was not cooked right. It was cold, and it was just the choice of going there was horrible. You know what I mean? And the second time, my second worst date was when I should not. This was the first time a lady said, "Hey, I want to take you out to eat." All right. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? So took me out to eat, and during the whole conversation, she was getting phone calls. It was just weird, right? So I'm like, what's with the phone calls, man? We're trying to, get our eat on, enjoy. It ended up being a dude, another guy she was talking to. You know what I mean? So that whole time was it was an argument the whole time, Joe. It was just an argument, you know what I mean? It was just disrespectful, you know what I mean? It's just disrespectful stuff. So I really didn't enjoy I lost my appetite. I didn't want to, I didn't want to be there. She got so disrespectful that she was like, actually, she came to pick me up. And so she's in the room. And so she's talking about, I ought to just leave you. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? You got caught, or you're, I don't know if you want to call it getting caught, but you are found out you're talking to another guy while we're out on a date, right? And then you're talking about leaving me there by my, you brought me here. You're talking about leaving me. So that was just, I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? And that lady was just straight up trash. That date was straight up trash. It was all trash, straight up trash. So, but before we go any further, we're talking about best worst dates. I want to show y'all something. Y'all go and subscribe to my little bro. I asked his permission to play this. Hey, Bonds, what's going? How you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome. I want to discuss something. I want you guys to y'all go subscribe to my little bro and his podcast, 2 Cents You Cause It podcast. And we got somebody in the. What's up with little bro?
Happy Sunday, man.
Happy Sunday to you. Are you on the grind?
Tonight I am.
Okay, you just got
Hey,
there?
Lionel.
Hello, Joe.
Okay. Well, I want to play something for you guys, and y'all go, and there he is right there. I'll go and sub up to my boy 2 Cent Gorilla. The 2 Cent Gorilla, 2 Cents You Cause It podcast. I want to play an insert of him and his homeboy X, and they were talking about dating and so forth and so on. And I got this. He made an interesting point. I want you guys to comment, and I really like what he was saying on this. Oh, where's the link? It's at the top. It should be at the top, but if not, I thought I pinned it up.
It's not pinned at the top anymore.
Okay, what? Okay, there you go. So I want to play this insert by my boy. Y'all go and subscribe up to his
I
show.
just dropped the link.
Okay, and I want to share. I'm gonna share the screen. And I'm gonna play insert. Shout out to my boy Samoan Gorilla 2 Cents You Cause It podcast. And we're going to play this. And here we go.
No, not McDonald's Play World. But I would like to do something different, like go to the Illusion Museum or just do something different that I wouldn't normally do.
Let me ask y'all this, because I literally just I really want to know this because I feel like it's gotten so much negative commentary about it. But I'm a person, I like coffee shops. And I swear it's so much bullshit.
If I would have switched the camera on y'all right now, y'all would saw the shit this shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even then, I can still edit the bed.
Quite honestly, we're not doing that for the first date.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the first date. No,
I'm
the
so
first
confused
date.
of why not the first date like that.
Because I can buy my own coffee.
The
I
first date,
you can buy your own food.
It needs to set the standard.
You can take yourself to Illusion.
No, it's just a standard.
Different. You put thought into it. You're not putting much thought into a coffee shop.
It's not the standard. I think it
needs to set the standard.
Be first date is okay. I'll try to impress you a little bit.
Yeah,
and then after that, you be like, all right, then now you need to.
But a coffee shop?
Come back to reality.
But a coffee shop though, we're coffee shopping.
How often do you drink coffee?
I mean, I'll have coffee a few times a week.
All right, so it's.
But that's
not what I want to do on a date.
And
so you want to go to the Illusion Museum?
I want an experience.
You want an illusion of what he is.
Or it could be
That's the illusion.
It's like a coffee shop, but they have live art or something like that. That's more of an experience.
I ain't nobody taking you to fucking Starbucks, but
some of these men are
thinking
that they can get away with that, and you cannot.
Even if it is,
yeah, somebody.
Some of these guys are.
Even if it is Starbucks, my thing is on the first date, especially with, in my opinion, with dating being as it is in the today's scene, because it's not most people are, or not, I'm not gonna say most people, but a lot of people in this generation are meeting via apps or online or social media. So my thing is, if this is the first time that we're actually meeting in person, because back in the day we was meeting, we was friends first. So I knew you, I seen you around, I knew a little bit about you.
We all hung out together.
Seen your meet over.
Find out my friend. Some type of something.
Find out it's a big girls. Find out it's a dude. Exactly. You're like, oh my god, what's going on?
No, so I'm saying if that's the case, right? Why not the first date be something that it's quiet? I can get to know you.
Talk to you.
We can have
that, but I feel like that's not a date.
But we can do that and it not be coffee though.
What about coffee on the bench?
Not coffee on a bench. I just feel like let's make it. Show me a little bit of you. That's my thing, right?
Me is coffee.
You cannot show me.
No, you is not. What if you is coffee? Because you drink.
That's what.
No.
I love a good coffee house. Like I like a good.
No, they're great. Like once we know each other a lot more.
Okay. Great show. Again, you guys go and subscribe up to my little bro show and my other bro X, the 2 Cents You Calls It podcast. Great discussion. I did not know at first I didn't know that I was going to talk about that because I had that in the works. Hey T-Cat, hey love, how you doing? You better get on up here. So me and Joe were talking, Lionel. We were talking about this. We talk about this show and stuff. But before we get into that, well, let's talk about this first. I agree with Small Gorilla, because if you're talking about a first date, all right, a lot of folks want to, a lot of folks think you should wine and dine on the first date or trying to get to know somebody. And I think on a first date, it doesn't have to be whining and dining. It doesn't have to be whining and dining. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be lavish, okay? If you're trying to get to know a person, right? What more than going to a great coffee shop and just conversation, all right? You and her conversating, getting to know that person, okay? Because just think about it, it's a quiet place. A lot of these businessmen are there on their laptops. These business ladies are there on their laptop. They're drinking their latte. They're on conference calls. I've done it before at coffee shops. You know what I mean? It's quiet. You know what I mean? It's an ideal place to get your mind right if you're working, if you have a laptop. Now, that's what Joe and I were talking about. You have a lot of beautiful ladies, a lot of nice men, like, upstanding men that are there. All right, you're not going to attract a hood rat, or like Lionel says, a Bukisha. What you call it?
That's right.
Pukishas are not going to be at no coffee shops. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some upstanding people there. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that on the initial first date, I think a coffee date at a great, nice, coffee shop would be great. What do you think, Joe?
I agree completely, because it's quaint. Nobody's being loud. You can go there, meet up, especially how my bro was talking about. If it's a first date and you really haven't met in person, if that is the situation, which that's not my ideal thing to do, but if you really haven't met in person and you're meeting for the first time, why not, right? Nobody wants to have to spend $200 on a first date.
Right.
It's a little plug to my bro ex, but it's okay. But nobody has to spend a lot of money. And I want to address something else that Lionel said in the chat about dates. He said, I'm not into dates. It's really for the women. the point of a date is for you to get together with a woman. Okay. It's nothing has to do. It's not about it being for any race or any gender. It's not about that. A date is where two people gather together to enjoy their company. That's what it's about. And so that's what we're discussing. And whether you've had, I mean, you obviously have had dates, I hope, because you've had so many different girlfriends, right? So you had to have met with them and had a date, right? So we were just discussing some bad ones and some good ones. But in this case, what he was playing, they're talking about a first date. And a first date, I think wholeheartedly, I don't like the stigma that it's had about going to a coffee shop, because why not go to a coffee shop? Especially, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Starbucks. Hey, Starbucks is expensive, so he's spending some money. No, I'm just saying, I think that's ideal where you can actually talk and get to know each other. Because you don't know, just because you've talked to them online, there's so much fakeness behind the scene, keyboard fakeness. You don't know how these people are, and you still won't know just because you meet them in person. You don't know if they're trashy, they're nasty, they have good hygiene, and they could just have good hygiene the day you meet them. They still could be trashy at home. So, you still don't know. Keep going.
Okay, Lionel, go ahead. It's your chance. She called you out, basically. So go ahead and
come on, Lionel.
What's your thoughts on everything? Now, I do agree with Lionel. Me personally, I have never had a bad date. But if I've planned a date, I'm with Lionel. I have never had a bad date. Whenever I planned a date, it was, I get what he's saying. The date is all for my mindset is I'm trying to do it up. You know what I mean? So I get what he's saying on that. But go ahead, Lionel.
The girls in that video are tripping. But that's generally what I hear from women anyway. They just be tripping. And in this situation, I don't have bad dates. I don't know what a bad date looks like because it don't go wrong with me. But I don't have great dates either because it's not for me. We can say it's for both of us, but I'm the one spending the money on her. I'm the one taking her out. I'm the one doing something spontaneous or trying to flash off for her. I'm the one doing the work to make this date be successful. But at the end of the day, it don't do nothing for me because I don't really want to be here. But I know she likes it.
So it doesn't do anything for you? It doesn't give you any satisfaction?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell them that. Although I'm sure y'all are thinking something different in your head, but I'm not going to tell them that, Hence what she said, a lot of fakeness. That's one part of me that's going to be fake because I'm not going to tell them, yo, this shit boring. Because I'm trying to get the cheeks. So I'm going to sit here and just be like, what? Yeah.
Be fake. See, I tell you, you're going to be fake.
So I'm get my happy ending. But at the end of the day, like, it don't do nothing for me because it's about her. Like, she.
What if you didn't like it?
Go ahead.
What if you didn't vibe with her? You would still want the cheeks?
If she's hot.
Whether you vibed or not.
Man, you think I'm about to spend all this money and not get a happy ending?
Oh my God, this dude. Hey, Ro. Hey, sweetheart.
I gotta be over here. If I gotta be here and be fake, I'm getting the cheeks. I don't care if we vibing or not.
Oh my God. Woo. Honestly, it's the best policy. Hey, Ro, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing today?
I know you got something on this subject here. What do you think about you? Did you hear I know you like coffee shops and stuff.
Yeah, I go to Starbucks every day, so
this not
gonna impress me. to take me to a Starbucks or whatever coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? I got an espresso machine at my house, so that's not gonna impress me. So that won't even be a good date.
But I understand that, but what I'm saying is, like, to get to know a person on a first date, if y'all are just talking, like if you're talking like for a few days or a week or two or whatever, and you first meet the person or something like that, or the second time meeting them, whatever, you're like, hey, let's go have a coffee, let's go to the coffee shop and chat for a little bit before you start your day, or what do you think about that? I think that's what he was initially saying, but that still wouldn't impress you.
No, it won't impress me at all. I would think that, because I would tell him if he talked to me every day, I go to Starbucks actually every day. I don't want to go to a Starbucks on a first date. You know what I'm saying? For me to remember you by something I do daily.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You need to pick another atmosphere. You can take me to the lake, and we can feed the ducks together. We can have a Subway sandwich or a salad together, for that type of meeting if you want to be cheap,
So you would say if a dude took you out to the park and you feed the ducks, you would call that cheap? You would call that cheap?
Yeah, that's a cheap date. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get you ain't gonna get no nookie on no feed the duck day. You ain't gonna even smell it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So basically, what about thinking outside the box? You know what I'm saying? Pause. No Diddy, but thinking outside of the box, you know what I'm saying? And thinking like, hey, we just getting to know each other. We're just walking and enjoying the scenery and stuff like that before extravagant dates, extravagant situations. You know what I'm saying? Before all of that, you're not into walking and talking and like you said, to get your Subway sandwich or whatever and eat it. What about that? Before you get into all the expensive restaurants and expensive wine and all of that.
We can do the walking and everything, but don't expect no damn nookie. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect no sucky. You taking me to a doggone park. Don't expect it.
Oh my God, you're crazy. Oh my God.
You're gonna have to pay some good money. Take me to a steakhouse or something to get the nookie and sucky.
So
not with me. I've taken chicks out to the park and they put out.
Oh no, I ain't that cheap.
Nah, they just thought I was a cool dude.
I don't care how cool you are. You ain't getting nookie and sucky and a bend over treatment, and we ain't gonna do that. No.
Lionel, did you get it a second time, or that was just the one time?
How many times am I supposed to count?
Oh no, I'm just asking. Was there another time after you just took her to the park?
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all I'm asking.
Heck yeah. Oh, they always want to repeat.
Okay. Oh. Y'all crazy, man. You see DR
Man, no, they weren't. These were nice quality women with value.
So you just throw them a bone and you just got the cat?
It's all about how they feel. Play on the emotions. That's how you do it.
So me, I would call you, if you are that type of man, you just want nookie and a sucky like that, I would call you a 2-piece and a biscuit type of nigga. And I won't even get serious with you. Cause that's all the thing that you're about is the nookie and the sucky. And you might not even get the sucky. You might just get a little bit of nookie and I might just nut on you for 5 minutes and then go on about my business.
Oh my God.
Type of deal.
Yeah, I had a happy night then.
Hey, CC. Hey, love.
Wait, you still got a 2-piece biscuit. Ew. Okay, I just had to repeat that part.
I had a happy night then. That means no stress coming with it.
Hey, okay. So, Lionel, we'll get you first. Get you second. Okay, Ro, give me your worst date. What's your worst date ever?
My worst date was um I had met this guy on a chat line and
Okay.
everything. So we wanted to meet in person because we never met in person. So we met at Redbird Mall. If you know about Dallas, Texas. I'm from Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff. In
Oh,
the hood already.
I take it Joe knows what you're talking about.
Oh.
And so we met up there and I had my homegirls with me. Cause they
Okay.
all, they all helped me get ready. They curled my hair and everything. I earned my clothes. I had spent all night getting ready for this man. So I could look cute, smell good, or whatever. So my homegirl mother dropped us off at the mall, and we met him. I think at J.C. Penney's. In front of J.C. Penney's. This man was funky as hell and was all sweaty and musty and everything. And then my homegirls looked at him and started busting out laughing and ran and left me with this man. I'm walking around with this man. He up here funky and stinking and musty, smelling like old potatoes and everything. This man was gross.
Oh, what he look like? I mean, what he look
Oh,
like?
he looked like he from Fraggle Rock.
Did he?
I
Damn,
couldn't say.
did he?
I
Did
would have
he,
ran with my friends.
did he catfish you?
Yeah, he catfish me like a motherfucker.
So he showed you a picture, an old picture, or well, how
Hey,
did you?
CC. I think he showed me an old picture of himself when he was like in his like teens or something. Miss. And so you got to be careful with that. People will show you old pictures of themselves when they was teens, you know. But yeah, he was funky. He was stinking, and people by people. He was so funky that people would look back, like like we both was stinking. This shit was embarrassing, and I hate to be embarrassed.
Not for, so the nigga look like Fraggle Rock, bro.
Yeah, he looked like Fraggle Rock.
So how did so if you he smelled, he was funky and everything. How did you get out of it? Did you just have to just endure it?
My friends ran away because every time I seen them, I was like giving them like the eye, the heads up, like please, just rescue me. They didn't even want to rescue me. These are awful. They were so awful, and they roast me for about maybe a year on that man. Just roasting me.
So they roast. So you got away from him eventually, right?
Yeah, I eventually got away because they was like, maybe about an hour or two into it, they was like, well, Ro, it's time for us to go home. That's how they got me away. But they made me stay an hour or two with this doggone stanky ass man that smelled like old potatoes, old onions, sweaty. That's crazy funk.
Damn. I know you
And
got
looking like Fraggle Rock. I could not go to Redbird Mall for a couple of years because I'm thinking like the vendors or whatever, they remember that. I just couldn't go back to Redbird Mall after that.
Is it still there, y'all? Is the mall still there?
It is still there, but they remodeling everything. It's something totally different now.
Oh,
But it's
yeah,
still there.
been in
I
here.
think they call it something else, but I haven't been back up there for a while.
Okay, I know you got another date. You got another date that was bad.
What date? Okay. I met this guy at it was a chili incident. I don't know what is it about chilies. It was a chili incident. I met this guy at Chili's and everything because he wanted to eat somewhere that was cheap. So I, about, let's go over here, cheap ass Chili's. Ain't nothing wrong with that going to lunch or something like that, but he wanted to go to Chili's. And he had the nerve after he got through scoffing down all his food that, I don't have no money. I forgot to bring my wallet.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
After he just, just scarfed down all that damn food, now you don't have your damn wallet. Ain't this something?
Oh wow. Oh wow. So you ended up paying for it?
Hell no. I got in my car. I told that waitress, I said, wait for me in the front. And I paid for my meal and left his ass there. Sure did. Sure did. You should have brought your damn wallet.
Oh my god. So you ghosted that food.
I sure did.
Damn. What's up with it, bro? What's up with you?
Man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, y'all?
What's going
Hey,
on? Bro?
Jimbo.
What's up, T-Cat?
Hey, hey, who's this, Jimbo?
Yeah.
I don't see the names. Hey.
So
That was Joe saying hello, by the way. Hey, Jimbo.
What's up, sis? How you doing?
so
I'm
what
good.
you got on it, bro?
I got to get back to T-Cat. She made me jump on here when she said that you can't get no nookie if they go to the coffee shop. So I'm trying to see what it takes to get the nookie.
I was gonna ask that.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I had a good date with this guy, but he was very nice, was very respectful, and he didn't even ask for the nookie. You know what I'm saying? What gets me hot and bothered is, the kindness of the man. Don't force me to give you the nookie because I'm gonna give you a good time. You try to ask me a nook for the nookie. Be respectful. You know what I'm saying? So, the guy that took me to the park and we fed the ducks, he got the nookie. That was a cheap date. But you know what I'm saying? And he got a little sucky.
So if he get that because he feed the ducks, what the hell would I get if I buy you a pony?
If what? If you buy me what?
I said if I get you if he got all that because he fed the ducks with you, what you'll do if a man buy you a pony?
A pony?
Yeah.
I don't want a pony because they shit all everywhere. I don't want no pony.
What you want?
You can buy me a Sony TV. 80 inch. You might get the sucky, some tea bagging and all that stuff.
For a 55 inch?
No, I want an 80 inch.
It gotta be 4K?
Yeah, 4K. Smart TV.
Jimbo, notice she said you might know.
Right. Listen, all you gotta do is hook that TV up in 4K and put some ducks up there. Hey, Lionel, that thing, you heard she said she was already hot and bothered. Get that thing to quacking.
Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. Oh my god. I can't deal.
So T-Cat, let's just say you do, right? Be like, fuck it. I'm gonna go to, it ain't gotta be Starbucks, but go to like a nice mom and pop's coffee shop in Dallas somewhere. And let's say you do that, and let's say that's you getting that same vibe that the brother is nice, kind, the conversation is a vibe, and you
let's get away from the coffee shop because I drink coffee literally every morning and I have insomnia and everything. So don't take me to a coffee shop late at night. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sleep.
It won't be late at night. It could be like right after work. And you won't be drinking
right after work. I have insomnia. So that caffeine gonna, boost up my whatever that keeps me awake. So I want to go to sleep so I go to work the next day. Right.
Look, drink a damn refresher, goddammit. Get you a strawberry acai. I'll drink a latte.
But why be at a damn coffee shop? Pick somewhere else. Cheap ass. Let's say cheap. No, that's a day from head up place. Chili's.
Hey, Lisa.
Pick somewhere else besides a coffee shop.
You want to go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, we go Chick-fil-A. Okay. Order me a nice,
Get you a vanilla shake with the strawberry on top.
You know what? Let's go to an ice cream shop.
Wait, is Jimbo paying for it? Because if he's paying for it, then he can still take you to a coffee shop since it's his money.
It's if you go to a creamery, to buy you some ice cream, that's the same price.
What up with it, CKJ? What's up with it, brother?
Okay.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
Yeah, the ice cream shop. I can give me a nice ice cream and stuff. What's that? The cold slab. Is that what that ice cream? I haven't been to the ice cream shop. Brahms. Let's go to Brahms. I went on a date to a Brahms. It was nice.
T-Cat,
It is nice. My kids love it.
I'm just picking your brain, T-Cat. I'm just messing with you, sis.
I'm trying to learn too. I'm trying to see what's going on with her.
Because the guy took me there for dessert. He said, "Let's go eat some ice cream." I said, "Hell yeah!" And we ate ice cream cone and we talked.
That is a really good place. You're right.
It is a good place, but yeah, it's a good place. Okay, Lionel, you said you've never had a bad date. You said you never had a bad date, and you said it's the date's all for the women, right? So you never had a bad experience on a date? I just want to know.
Not at all.
So all of your dates have been A1. Because
yeah.
Okay. So it hasn't been any women that you've taken out and be like, man, I won't take this broad out no more. I mean, she didn't deserve this, blah, 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 blah. This will be the last time,
Well, I get bored. I'll say that.
What made it boring? Her personality?
9 times out of 10, that's generally what it is.
Okay.
But it's never really because of the date. It's more so because of her.
Okay. I got you. All right. I'm going around the world. Okay. We're talking about word. Okay. Let me let y'all see these. All right. I got that one. Small Gorilla says, especially in the social media and dating apps these days, the coffee shop gives me a chance to get to know you and see if we actually vibe first. And I'm with him. I'm with him on that. You know what I'm saying? I know T-Cat and others in the chat said no, but if you're trying to get to know somebody initially, I think I like coffee. I like lattes. I like, just trying to get to know somebody. The setting is quiet. The setting is, what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm with him on that. You know what I mean? DR says she agrees with Samoa. He's like, and safety reasons also get the vibe. Exactly. Sis says I did. 8, paid for my dinner and bounced. Worst part, he followed me out asking for a second date, which is that's the Chili's date, right? The Chili's date. Someone else just let me know how much it cost then, and we can get on with the day. Delana said I had a great date at the Botanical Gardens once. Walked, enjoyed the scenery, had some light refreshments. It was a vibe, and planned our next date. That sounds really nice. I have something similar to that. My first date with my now hubby was a dinner at a local Italian restaurant. That's awesome. All right, Jimbo. What you got on it, bro? What was your worst date? What was your worst date ever? I want your your worst.
Oh man. Oh wow. Back in the mall, we went to a restaurant that was connected to a mall, Aventura Mall, in Miami. And out of all the restaurants in Miami, I ended up taking this chick to the same restaurant my ex-girlfriend was at. And it was some words exchanged in that restaurant. So that was one right there. I'll never forget that one because I got cursed out 2 times by the ex and by the new chick.
She worked there?
No. So, Evan, you know how you go? You know when you go to some of the big malls, they have like Cheesecake Factory,
Yep.
restaurants like that connected like to like a far end of the mall. So, Aventura in Miami has a couple of restaurants there. So, just getting a little light walking around the mall, and then we ended it by getting something to eat. And out of all the restaurants, she was up in there and she saw me, and it was words exchanged between the two of them, and then I got chewed out in the restaurant by the ex, and then walk into the car, got chewed out again.
Damn. Did they know each other? Did they know each other?
They don't know each other to say hi to each other, but where I come from, Miami is small, so you know of each other.
Okay.
It's like I know your ex, but I don't know her, meaning that I know what she looked like and stuff like that. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, but if you ask me, my ex was wrong. She came to the table. She was looking for drama.
Yeah, she looking for the smoke.
Yeah, she acted like we wasn't there, and she was getting a little snippish at the mouth to me. I ignored her, and I think by ignoring her and keeping it player, she took it to the next level. So, yeah.
No looking for Jimbo that night.
Nope. See, but look, if I would have went to a coffee shop, I wouldn't have no problem.
Exactly. Out of the way.
Bro, I agree.
Okay. The poll is, let's look at the poll, ladies and gentlemen. The poll is, y'all, if y'all haven't voted, y'all go ahead and vote. What is your ideal date? Chill night in, adventure vibes, fine dining and dressing up, spontaneous road trip. Looks like chill night in is winning 38%. Adventure vibes is 29%. Fine dining and dressing up is 24%. And spontaneous road trips are at 14%. So
I think my bougie bro, Jimbo, I think he voted number 3.
Okay. Jimbo, what did you vote for? What did you vote?
Am I right?
She's saying that you're a number 3 type guy, fine dining and dressing up. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I picked number 3.
Okay.
I told you.
I picked number 3. It was fine dining and dressing up 1 for me. It was chill night in 2. Adventurous vibes was 3, and spontaneous road trip. I did it like that because when I think about chill night in, that means you coming to my house. I got to know you before I bring you to my place where I lay my head at, first and foremost. So I didn't want to pick that one. And I just did fine dining and dressing up because I don't do it as much as I should at my age. And I think that that's very broad, right? It could be something as simple as going to a neo soul concert, like dressing up and doing that. You got like live jazz bands now that play music at restaurants and things like that. So I was thinking about that. And then I ain't getting on no damn road trip with your ass, and I just met you, and you go back shit crazy on me. So ain't no way in hell.
See, yeah, you're right. But see, he said just an ideal date. Didn't matter. We weren't talking about a first date. Yeah,
not first date, but the ideal date. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what I voted for. I know what you voted for. What do you think? What is your ideal date, T-Cat?
I think I did the dressing up and going out type thing.
Okay.
Cause I don't hardly dress up, and it'd be like a magical evening for me if a guy, tell me go dress up, and I dress up and put my makeup and whatever on, and we go out to a nice date and we talk. He come pick me up, that old school loving,
Old school loving. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I want that old school loving.
Okay. All right.
I'd be ready. He said, put on a nice dress. I'd be ready too, but it's not my ideal.
Okay.
Yeah, put on some nice stuff. Just dress up for just for him. Dress up for him.
Okay. I think I'll tell you. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. My ideal date. I'm gonna tell you what my best date was. my best date was taking a young lady I was talking to at the time. Took her to a winery. Took her to a winery. We dressed up. And the winery was out on the countryside. You taste these nice wines. You ate fruit, cheese, or crackers with the wine. They just wine tasting. You know what I mean? It was a lake side view. You know what I'm saying? You could walk around the lake. Beautiful scenery. Nice food there. Live band music was there. Live music. That was the best date that I had. And so dressing up, going there, it was really nice. You know what I mean? I felt like I don't know, man. The way I was dressed that night and the way she was dressed, it was pretty A-okay, you know what I mean? Like I said, going to a winery and it was very nice, man. Very nice. You know what I'm saying? So that was my the wineries be getting you drunk. No, I didn't get drunk, you know what I mean? It was just, it was just a nice time out, you know what I'm saying? So Joe, what was your best date?
So I had a date once, and it was just dinner. It was just drinks. It was just like hors d'oeuvres or whatever, and it was actually the first time that I was introduced to my favorite wine today, and that I really liked it because he was like a connoisseur of wine, and so he like introduced me to new things, right? And so I really liked that he introduced me to new things, met him, for wine and some, but that's what I liked about it, that he introduced me to new things and things like that. It wasn't, it was just a nice vibe, right? And it was really simple. It wasn't really elaborate or anything, but I liked the introduction of new things. And that's actually my all-time favorite date.
Okay.
But because I learned something from him, right? I mean, honestly, that was my favorite date of all time.
Okay. I got you. All right, Lionel. Tell me the best date you've been on. I want to know, and I want your opinion of it. And all.
I haven't had a best date though. I literally sat here and listened to y'all, and I'm sitting here thinking of all these women. I never had a best date though, because like nothing ever was like, you know what? This blew my mind, or this was great, or I came out here like, damn, I love the vibes of this. It's always been like, just another date.
Wow.
Have you ever been on a date and not gotten the nookie afterwards?
Oh, of course. But I wasn't chasing that though.
But that would have been a bad date, right?
No, it wouldn't have been a bad date. It is what it is.
What is your?
Because I don't have to get it from her.
I want your take on the dating scene and dating and all that, and I want your take on all of it. Give me your take. Give me your honest take.
I don't think people know what they want right now in the dating scene.
What do you mean? Explain.
There's a lot of these people, they think they want certain things out of this date, but they don't know what they want.
Elaborate.
You know how you'll listen to women in general complain about things like the coffee shop. But I'm gonna just tell you point blank, you're coming to me to the coffee shop. It's that simple. And you're gonna have a good time. It doesn't matter if you don't want to go or not, if you ain't gonna like it, you're gonna have a good time.
Right.
If she don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, I'm not asking. I'm telling you that's where we're going because I'm paying for it. And if you didn't like it at first, I promise you're gonna have a good time afterwards. But you're hearing how these women are talking, and it's like you just roll your eyes at it. But then you got the men, and I ain't gonna lie, some of these men are acting kind of cheap.
Well, so what is your definition of acting kind of cheap?
Just basically how they're either asking to go 50-50 or don't want to come out of pocket. And it's not that serious. I ain't saying spend $500 a bottle on this girl, but you're trying to get the door, you're trying to impress her at the same time, you're trying to have a good time. It's not that serious to come out of pocket.
Go ahead, T-Cat. What you got on it? Go ahead. I know you got a lot to say. Y'all chime in.
Like I said, with me, you just have to get to know me. And if you hear me going to Starbucks, I went to Starbucks. I go to Starbucks every day. Like tomorrow morning, I'm going to I'll be at Starbucks at 5:30 in the morning. And the people there, I go there so much, they know my order. So please don't take me to the store. I'm not being picky. Just don't take me there. You know what I'm saying? just please don't take me there because I already been that morning. And I'm very hyper. If you can see that I need to go to sleep at night. And I'm not getting no hot chocolate. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Just take me to an ice cream shop. If you want to go there, take me to Sonic's. Don't take me to no doggone, Starbucks, on a first date. It's not going to impress me because I go there every day.
But I have a comment. You know how Lionel said, the way he was saying, we're gonna go to a Starbucks, you're gonna go there and you're gonna like it. Nah, bro, if you ain't actually came across like that, you ain't even getting another call from me. You ain't even getting another conversation from me. Nowhere. So I don't understand by you saying.
Why do you think I'm gonna say that? I'm telling you what my mindset is. I'm not gonna sit here and be this little jittery dude thinking, oh, maybe she gonna like it, maybe she not. I don't got time for that shit. Nah, this is what's gonna happen because I already know how good I am. So this
you can take me to Great American Cookie. I love some cookies. You can take me there. Just take me there. You want to be cheap.
Got you.
Or just take me to the Mills Mall with a man with the good nuts. I think he be having some good nuts.
Problem is you got too many options right now, and I'm just trying to vibe. So I'm not going to let you have all these options.
Oh, you won't have a date with me then if I can't have no options.
The problem is you're hearing me say it, but understand, I go with these women who have that same mentality. I don't say that. I just talk a good game based off the person, and here we are. But normally,
so you're gonna simp to just get them there.
Oh, you don't have to simp. Mm-hmm.
You say you're gonna talk a good game.
You just talk a good game. You don't have to simp. Trust me, you don't gotta hype these girls up. Most of them. You the
man. What happened? So you the man, boy. Because a couple of sisters I done messed with, boy, I would have got my ass cussed out so bad.
You see what DR said? She said, I've been done cussed Lionel out.
I just said that. Lionel the man.
Then you and DR would have had a good night afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, Sandra said the marble slab. Yeah, take me to the marble slab where they can mix. They do the mixing of the ice cream and everything. Put the nuts in there, some cookies. God, I'll be having a good time.
I've heard of the marble slab or whatever. They got one. Do they have one here in Texas?
Yeah, they have one. I always go there like sometime I want to eat lunch. I go to up there and give me an ice cream. And take it to my desk and eat it.
SBK though, you've listened to these women on the panel right now though, right?
I'm listening.
And have I not proven my point about who's it about? Have I
what do you mean?
Have I not proven my point? That
every man I've been with, they get me what I want. Oh, they not gonna get me. They not gonna get no nookie or no sucky.
And what did I say? Because earlier, it was like is not about the woman. It's about both people. Is getting to connect. No, it's about the woman. It's about doing for her.
Joe actually said it's for both of y'all. You know what I mean? But
dude, just let the women talk enough. They'll reveal it.
Oh my God! Hey, I said what I said. How you doing, love? Thank you for coming through. I thought the link was. I thought I did it right. I guess I didn't do it right.
Your poll probably still up there.
Okay. Let's look at this.
You probably take your poll down.
Oh, let me take the poll down. I'm gonna close this poll out. So, Chill Night Out won with 35%. Adventure Vibes 26%. Fine dining and dressing up 22%. Spontaneous road trips ends off at the end with 17%. And there we go. So the link is pinned. You guys can come up and chill with us, all right? Tell me your best date, Ro. What's the best date you've ever went on?
I had two of them.
Yeah, two. Okay.
Yeah, one date was this guy I met at the job. He was buying a TV and a VCR. I used to work for a department store, and he he asked me out, asked me for my number. We talked for about a couple of weeks, and he asked me out on a date, and he asked me things that I like and everything. Right. And so on that first date, he came pick me up at my job. And I love Starburst. So he bought me a big bag of Starburst and had it in the seat waiting for me with some flowers. And we went out to I forgot the restaurant that we went to. It was something that he picked out. And it was real nice. He paid for everything. We went back to his apartment because he wanted to show me his apartment. And we just sat on the by the fireplace because he made like a pallet on the floor, and we just sat on the floor and talked all night, and he took me back home.
So you give him some?
I never gave him any.
But it was a great date.
It was a great date, because he gave me what I wanted. He listened to me on the things that I wanted, but he didn't get the nookie or the sucky.
It was just a great. It was just a great vibe, right?
It was a great vibe, And my second date was this guy that I met from my job and everything. My grandfather passed away.
Okay.
And he knows what I like. So he invited me to his apartment, and I didn't want to go anywhere, but he wanted to get me out. And he had a movie that I wanted to see. And only thing that he went to Whataburger and got me a Whataburger the way that I like it and everything. And also a pickle and some Coke.
Okay.
Well, he got the nookie because that was the grieving sex.
Oh.
So
what kind of Coke did he get you?
Not the snorting Coke, but the Coca-Cola, like soda. It goes good with a pickle.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh my God.
I just had to clarify.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that was a good date because he was so worried about how I was feeling after the funeral, and he wanted me to get away, from family and stuff like that to get somewhere else, and he took my mind off of the funeral.
Right. All right. Lionel, you said you're still thinking about what an ideal date would look like to you. So you don't have an ideal date? You don't have an ideal date?
I do not have an ideal date. I mean, I have an ideal event, but it wouldn't be a date.
Gotcha.
You don't have any fantasies, Lionel? Like, like a sexual fantasy, date fantasy? You don't have no fantasies?
Not for no date.
Really?
again, odds are I'm going to be the one doing all the work anyway. So it's not ideal because I know it's not reality.
He said,
I don't understand, Lionel.
"Hey, my ideal date would be well, go ahead, explain yourself, Lionel. Then I understand it. But I think that you guys, that T-Cat, Joe, I think you guys are proving his point though.
What you mean?
The dates are for y'all because you kept saying he got you what you wanted.
I took a man out on a date. It was his fantasy.
It was his fantasy to take the
It was his fantasy date. So I took him on his fantasy date, and he gave me the wiener real hard. Sure did, and it was real
know
good.
what that fantasy date was. I want to know. I want to know what his fantasy date was.
A date, take him to like a football game or something like that, and he wanted a pizza. That's all he wanted. That was his fantasy date. So I got him that. And he gave it up to me real hard and spanked me too, because I was a good girl.
Jimbo, you hear this? Jimbo,
take a guy to a football game, to his favorite team. You go get it real hard. Show live.
Sweet Rita's funny.
What's Sweet Rita saying? She says, so you don't enjoy the company of a woman, Lionel? I've been trying to get this out of him, Rita. I'm trying to get. He's basically. I'm trying to get it out of him, but he's basically saying there's nothing to enjoy in a date. It's all about the woman. But I'm speaking for myself. If I'm going out on a date, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to pick a spot where I can. Well, look, my brother likes to eat. All right, I love to eat. All right,
but you're always gonna eat.
I'm always going. Exactly. I'm a eat. So if it's okay, I'm not a seafood person, right? But if anybody knows me, Ro and Joe know me. I do not like anything with seafood. All right, but if you go to a seafood place or whatever, you can order stuff that doesn't have. You don't have to get seafood. You know what I'm saying? They got stuff at seafood restaurants that don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
I hope she don't smell like seafood either.
No, don't take me to no seafood restaurant, please. Don't. I don't like the way that smell.
You know, me either, bro. Me
either. That fishy smell. No.
Yeah, we don't want to go to a restaurant that. Yeah, you stupid.
And then trying to get some nookie, you got fish smells and all the type of stuff up in there, and it's all up in your nose. Oh no.
Oh my God. This for you, Lionel. She said, "Come on, Lionel. There has to be a way that you enjoy spending time with a woman when you're not trying to smash." You see that? You know? Oh my God! They're trying to get it out of you, bro. They're trying to get it out of you.
I don't know what they're trying to get out of me, though.
Okay, she asked you.
Your romantic side. You know what I'm saying? You know. Do you put a little R&B on when you have sex? Or,
now I think we're misinterpreting something because I'm telling y'all, they get the romantic side. I'm saying I get nothing out of it. It does nothing for me because I'm literally faking.
You say you're literally faking?
I'm faking.
Oh my God, you fake?
I'm doing it for her to be impressed, for her to have a good time. I don't have a good time.
Why?
It gives me a good time at all.
So what do you like? Like, say for instance, like if you have a girlfriend, what would you like? Like, I date a lot of guys. They like football and stuff like that. And I don't like football. So for me to, engage in it with them, they will love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm engaging in something that I don't even like. Right? It kind of turned them on.
I love football. I can commentate a whole game.
Yeah, that's not my cup of. I'd rather play in some makeup or something like that than rather than the football thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a God thing. But I would give him a little sucky at halftime. They like that too. Halftime is on. Shoot. Y'all don't watch the halftime show?
Okay, so why do men ask women for a date?
Why do men ask women for a date? I'm here. Well, I'm gonna speak. I'll answer that question. I never asked a woman for a date. I said what I said. I never. But there has been a few occasions where a lady has said, "Hey, I want to take you out. Let's go out. You know what I mean? You've had a long day. Let me take you out. Hey, Brilliance. How you doing, love? Yeah, Jimbo. She said halftime, sucky. All right. So to answer your question,
you be asleep at the end of the game.
Hell no. Never mind. Hell no. I'll be ready for some more. Hope you got strong jaws.
Are you trying to make somebody's jaws lock up?
Yep, you got some strong jaws here. No, but I never asked a woman for a date, but if a lady wants to say, "Hey, can I take you out to, it's on me." I wouldn't turn it down. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't turn it down at all. But I would never ask.
Why wouldn't you not ask a woman for a date?
Well, I'm just saying if a woman asked me for a date, but yes, I would ask a woman for a date, yes. But what I'm saying is, I guess paying for the date and all that. That's what I'm getting at. But why do men ask? She said, why do men ask women for a date?
What's the reason?
God forgive me, guys. I'm sipping. The question was, why do men ask women for a date? I would only ask for a date if the vibe is there. I said what I said. If the vibe was there, if I saw that you were if you were pleasant to the eyes, if you were a lady, and let me reiterate that, if you were a lady, you know what I'm saying, conduct yourself as a lady, talk like a lady, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, I would ask you out for a date. All right.
But what's the purpose? What are you trying to get at? Why are you asking out for?
To get to know the person, beyond the looks. You know what I mean? Beyond the looks. Did I answer your question? I said what I said. I hope I answered.
Samoan Gorilla said the reason is we're interested and want to get to know more.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Basically, you're interested and you want to get to know more. Yeah, but a freak in the sheets. But anyways, I was saying something and I forgot what I was about to say. We was talking about something I forgot before I said what I said, I answered the question. But anyways, I would never ask for a woman to pay to take me out. I guess that's what I was getting at. Unless if she wanted to take me out, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Oh, you were thinking she was asking if you would ask a woman to.
Yeah, I read the question wrong, but yeah.
To pay for you.
Yeah, she said I answered the question. So in order for me to ask you out, first of all, you gotta be appealing to the eyes, and but along with being appealing to the eyes, you would have to speak like you got some sense. I don't want you to open your mouth and you sound like wah, 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 wah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you sounding like that. If that's the case and you find I ain't going to take you out nowhere because you ain't supposed to be embarrassing me. Talking like Charlie Brown. What's up?
Okay, so if you ask a woman out on a date, are you like Lionel expecting to get, and I want this question for Jimbo too. Are you like Lionel expecting to just get the cheeks?
No.
Lionel said if he went out, he wants the cheeks at the end. That's what Lionel said. Am I correct, Lionel?
That's not what I said.
Oh, you said you wanted the cheeks.
I do want the cheeks, but I don't
Right.
expect it to happen.
Okay.
You got to get what I'm saying. Clearly, I want the cheeks. I'm taking you out on a date. You hot, you sexy, you fine. Trying to see what's
Right.
under that dress. But
Right.
that doesn't mean that's the whole point of it. I am trying to get to know you. Now, if I don't, I'm taking you out this like the third time and I ain't get cheeks, then I don't want to get to know you no more.
What happened if the cheeks was bad? The nookie was bad. The head was terrible.
Nah,
Would she go on a second date?
the head ain't always that good from you women anyway. So I got to do all the work and teach y'all. So that don't matter to me.
Wait, how do you teach a woman?
But
No,
okay, what happens? She had like a bottomless pit in there, and she can't work it. It's like having
Hey,
sex
you got
with
the whole baseball team
with a
been in you?
mattress.
Whole baseball team been in her?
And you took her out. Would she get a second? Would she get a call back?
Will she get a call back?
Yeah, would you call her back?
Depends on how interesting she was.
But and she was very. She got a great story, great conversation, but it just the cat was awful.
I mean, most of y'all got average vagina regardless. So I'm just saying it's not
Average
really.
vagina.
It's not really doing anything for me. I can teach you. I can work with it. I'm good enough that I can make magic happen with a little bit of nothing.
Wait.
So nobody never pussy whipped you before.
Oh no.
Really?
Imagine me going home and imagine me talking on the phone with my mama about that. Man, I'd have to hear that crap for days.
You never got coochie whipped? Really?
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
You never had a woman never had your nose wide open or nothing like that?
Hell no.
Wow.
I ain't coming home.
You stern, ain't you?
But I'm being honest, like dead serious.
Everybody had got pussy whipped
Not
at one
everybody.
point of time.
Nah, that depends. I mean, if you was weak enough to let that happen, sure, but you got to be on point, man. Especially if you rotating these girls.
So you like a man
That didn't
whore?
come out right.
So you're a male whore?
I didn't say that.
DR said those 304s you be with that been ran through.
Why y'all keep thinking they 304s?
You were the one that said you like the women from the streets.
These are quality nuns that I have been with.
Oh my God!
Wow.
So DR said,
Hey,
"Bro, what's up, man?
What's up? Happy Sunday, y'all.
Happy Sunday,
Hey,
man.
Urban, how you doing?
Sunday, man.
So I'm doing good.
DR says this is the problem with Lionel. Like I said, he ain't met the right one. All right, Urban, speak on it, bro.
Man, so I don't even know what I'm walking into. I just hopped on the link, bro.
Man, it's another issue.
Hey, she asked have dudes ever been pussy whipped before? Have I ever been pussy whipped before? Nope.
No, that's not the question.
Never.
No,
Really?
that's not the
My man.
question.
See?
That's not the question.
I mean, wow, when it's out there available.
Exactly.
Different varieties and everything. It's out there available, man.
Like a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
One of those free markets outside.
Yep. And since I'm married now, I got an infinite supply of it. So
Infinite.
Well, wow.
Why y'all talk about that?
No, because my thing is you really never had like to me, in my opinion, is that you never had a good lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never had really just great sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, for you not to be,
wait, hold up.
coochie whipped, pussy whipped, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hold up. So, in order for me to be coochie whipped, I have to have great sex.
yeah, that's like the great sex of your damn life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got whipped, so your wife haven't whipped you. You married her, so you have great sex with her if you married her.
No, I
Because
don't
y'all
think
men is really simple.
I don't think that's how that works. Have I had great, phenomenal sex? Absolutely, yes. Superb. But how have I been whipped to the point where I allow my wife or women to control my mind? That's all I want? No.
It's not about control. It's about that you won't
That's what
have,
pussy whip is.
that person you always thought about all the time. You know what I'm saying? The sex was so good that, you know what I'm saying, you thought about that person all the time. It's not about, controlling your mind.
That's pussy whip though. So explain to me your definition of pussy whip. So
And
I
pussy
can,
whip is a great sex that you always think about that person. That person always comes to mind all the time, sexually.
You wouldn't want to have sex with nothing else. No one else.
Yeah, no one else, nothing else.
fellas, do y'all agree with this definition?
Or it would take you a long time to get over that person.
No. You asked her definition. It's not about you agree with the definition. You asked what her definition was. So that she's just telling you her definition. That's what she's talking.
Okay, fair enough. Fellas, do y'all agree with this definition?
Two Cent Gorilla says, I feel like everyone that's married is pee-whipped. That's what.
And I actually don't agree with that because there's plenty of dudes who've been married to the same chick, but yet they got a mountain of playboys.
And,
they got.
And he also said otherwise. Why did you?
Or there are men who are married right now who cheat on their spouse.
Yep.
Y'all consider that? Is that still considered as being pee-whipped by your wife?
They got AI girlfriends now too.
But okay, my thing is that they not really into that wife if they doing all that.
Wait, we was only responding with Samal Gorilla talking about everyone that's married is pee-whipped. So we're just giving you examples of how that's inaccurate.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm asking y'all the definition of it, because apparently there's different definitions of it. I thought it was just one definition, meaning that it's a dude who has sex with a woman and he ended up getting whipped over that woman because he had a great time, and now he's simping over this woman and acting like a beta over this woman because he feel like that he can't get no other woman other than that woman. To me, that's a definition of a pussy whip.
No, he don't have to act like a beta. He could still be an alpha. He just enjoy the sex with her.
But she's asking her. Have you ever had? I mean, so that's what we're trying to get at. You married your wife.
Correct.
Do you still desire other women?
No.
Okay. So you did like and enjoy your wife enough to just want her.
And you always think about your wife all the time.
Correct. But I don't think about her pussy.
I don't know, but you only want her.
I think about her as a woman. Correct.
There you go.
But if you was to have sex, you don't think about having sex with no other woman than her.
Yeah, correct. But that's only because I choose to do that.
Correct.
Exactly.
Because I respect her as my wife.
Because I can.
Am I capable of doing that? Absolutely, I am. Am I going to do it? No, I'm not.
Because I can mess that up.
So once again, how's that being pussy whipped? I'm not understanding that.
I could send my boy all type of photos and videos of some of the hottest chicks around, even around the corner. Guarantee he be thinking about another woman. Guarantee it.
Oh wow, man.
Because I can admit I had got wiener whipped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just, twice by, two men. One of them was kind of like a stripper, but he can do some things with his mouth. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And and the one that my ex fiance, he gave me my You know what I'm saying? The things he can do with his mouth and in his wiener in the positions, because he reads about the shit.
What position, bro?
The ones in George 6.
Bro, why you have to ask, bro? Why you have to ask?
The George 6. Read the George 6. They have a whole bunch of positions in there. I tried to do the X position with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, but wait, you said he gave you your O. What is that?
My orgasm.
I got it. I just got it.
You didn't know what she was talking about, Joe?
I didn't know what she was talking about either.
Yeah, when she said, I knew she was talking about the orgasm.
I didn't know what she was talking about either. I've never.
God, the things that you can do with your mouth.
SBK.
Man.
Look at what I said.
So she says most of the time, from what I've seen, the first encounter with a girl, dudes get pee-whipped if it's under normal circumstances. She said most of the time, from what I've seen, the first encounter with a girl, dudes get pee-whipped if it's under normal circumstances. You agree with that, Urban?
Nope.
Okay, explain. So he disagrees with you. I said what I said. Explain that. Explain why you disagree with that, bro.
Maybe it's because of my own personal anecdotal experience, the reason why I disagree with it. Maybe it's other dudes out there when they finally get a woman for the first time ever, and that woman give their body to that dude, that he become that way. I don't know, but that never been my experience. Is it possible for dudes? Yeah, absolutely for dudes like that. But my personal experience, I never experienced that before ever in my life, where I end up sleeping with a woman, then instantly, I'm just so attracted to not the woman, but her coochie. It doesn't want her coochie all the time. Knowing good way, I know that it's readily available.
I've seen it. There's definitely plenty of dudes like that go crazy over it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess my ex-fiance was crazy with me because we had sex about 5 times, 2 times, 3 times a day. We had sex so much that we both couldn't nut anymore. We had tapped out.
Y'all supposed to give your body time to recover. You gotta get that dude time for his sperm to recover now. Like what the hell?
What is wrong? I was so I'm a cum freak. So you know what I'm saying? I'm masturbating. I'm up here, with him, in front of him, coming, and then he wanna get some cum. When I come home from work, I have to have him come. In the middle of the night, he got to get some come. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
So you're a nympho.
No, I'm not a nympho. I'm celibate right now. I've been celibate 7 years.
In the past, so you was a nympho.
Yeah, because because of him. It was the sexual attraction with him. I got to have him. I had to taste him. I had to do, feel on him. I had to do everything with him. I had to have him. I was addicted to him. I had to go to the sex shop. We had vibrators, you know what I'm saying, on top of them using vibrators and everything,
So how did you get over him?
It was a long process.
Did you go to therapy?
Yeah, I had to go to therapy.
What the therapist say?
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I'm getting into it, SBK. I got you, bro. I know you want to know.
Okay.
I got you. So what the therapist say?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I had to go to therapy over him. I had to get over him. I dreamed about him. I just had to have him. And when we broke up, I had drove from Arlington all the way to Quinlan to go get this man.
Damn. so the therapist didn't give you any type of concrete advice to get over this dude? What exactly did the therapist say?
I had to go work a second job You know what I'm saying? So I can get my mind off of him and everything and stuff. But the nights it got lonely, I got into Lincoln Park, you know.
Nah, those first two albums were epic.
Y'all know,
I
was
agree.
it?
I agree. I agree, Lionel. Falling in my skin. Wounds they will not heal.
Urban.
Fear is now.
Oh,
Man, what did I walk into, man? What did I walk into?
Urban. So the topic is essentially about. Oh wait, Joe wants to say something.
No, I'm just. I want to ask more questions because I'm curious.
But hold on,
Why did y'all
I gotta ask Urban something.
Yeah.
What is your ideal date?
What's my ideal date?
Yeah, because that's essentially what this is.
If I was out there in the dating market again?
I mean, it can still be with your wife if you want, but yeah.
You can date your wife. Don't you date her?
Why would you ask that question? Duh. Yeah, I date my wife all the time. So it does depends on us, you know what I'm saying? Because our ideal date is pretty much spending time with each other. So it don't matter what we do to accomplish that. It could be either us going out. Matter of fact, a couple of months ago, back in my birthday, my wife took me out on a date.
I remember that.
My birthday. So that's part of our ideal date is going out, you know, going to restaurants and listen to some really good live music. But it does depend. So it could be different. It could be going to an amusement park. But overall, it does us spending time with each other. You know, that's our ideal date. So what we do to accomplish that, it don't matter. If that makes any sense. Now, in the past, when I was out in the dating market, that just really depends. If I'm dating that person, if I'm getting to know the person, then normally my go-to is meeting the person, you know, at a coffee shop or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That will build up to that. The more I want to invest into them, the more we'll build up into, you know, an actual date, like going to restaurants, movies, and different things like that. Because I don't want to waste my time or money of trying to get to know a person if they're not into me, then spending unnecessary money, if that makes any sense.
Ladies, was that an acceptable answer?
Yeah.
Joe?
It was, but I'm going to say something. Like, if we're out and about, I'm a very affectionate person. So if I'm out on a date and we're out in a, you know, say like a piano bar or some kind of, you know, type of lounge or whatever, you know, I want to be up on my, you know, I want to be affectionate. I want to be together. I want to be, you know, hugging up on each other and stuff like that. Like that's, and that way we could, you know, be getting along and talking about folks, you know, or whatever.
Is this day one or this later on down the line after y'all really getting to know each other?
Yeah, we're getting to know each other, and this not day one.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Well, I can understand that because you look like you do the affectionate type where you know you're clingy and all that good old stuff. Once when you share that experience with the right person,
right? If I'm with somebody, I'm very, very. I like to be, you know, affectionate if I'm with someone. So. Otherwise, you won't get me nowhere near you. I'm very here, and this is why I'm very respectful. I try to keep because I'm very emotional and I'm very affectionate. So if I'm not with you, I'm not going to be anywhere near you because I want to be with you. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I don't want that vibe or that what do you call it? Temptation, right? So I'm going to try to stay away from you so I don't get that temptation.
But would you believe that I'm way more affectionate than my wife?
Oh.
I
would believe you. Yes, I would believe that.
Yeah, because I'm way more affectionate. She's affectionate, but I'm like way more affectionate with her than she is with me, which that's fine. I don't mind it at all. So I be doing all the extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? She be up. Matter of fact, she was cooking on spaghetti and stuff, you know what I'm saying? She was in our cooking spaghetti. Guess what I did? I was in there harassing the hell out of her while she was cooking. I was in there slapping her on the booty, giving her a kiss on the forehead. She's like, leave me alone. I'm like, no. That's stuff that I do, to show her affection. And I'll sit down and just talk to her, or I just listen to her because my wife, she's in social work and stuff. Matter of fact, she worked with the Department of Protective Services, so she be talk to me about her cases all the time. So I sit down and listen to her vent about her cases, and that's part of affection, of us being affectionate. And I mean, you call that intimacy as well too, So
y'all see Urban? He killing it up here, ain't he?
That's what we do all the time. We do this all the time. So
Jimbo.
I'm dropping the link.
Oh, Jimbo, what's up with it, bro?
Jimbo got quiet on us. He went to sleep.
No, I'm just listening.
Hey, you recovering, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. But I would say, bro, I gotta take one for the fellas. In my late 20s, I was dealing with this older chick, about 4 years older than me, and boy, she had a snapper. I was fucked up by her.
God damn.
I hated her. We argued all the time, but somehow I found my little Chevy Tahoe right over there in her apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, and I think Lionel and Urban, y'all right. I think that was a moment of me being a simp, the one and only time, because boy, she had that fire. I'm talking about no matter how much we argue, we disagree. She did some things. I'm talking about helicopters, you name it. And I was addicted, boy. I was addicted. So
she had the combo.
I gotta see. What?
Jimbo, did she have the combo?
Man, she was doing things before those chicks in King of Diamonds was sliding out on them poles. She was doing them type of things, man. I'm talking about, boy. And I was just young. I was probably about 20, 26.
Yeah.
She was like 31. Boy, shit. All right. And but I learned from that because my homeboys was telling me like, man, she got you whooped. And I'm like, man, y'all got me messed up. And my homeboy one time, he said, aside from her having some good nookie, what else she do that's good? Y'all always arguing, y'all disagree. Mm-hmm. 1 minute it's F you, I'm F her, and just young like that. I mean, listen, I was 26, but mentally I probably was still about 21 years old, 20.
Yeah.
So this was a mature 31-year-old sister. She knows she was doing to me. But that's probably my one and only time after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that. More likely, I probably would be in that homeboy. They'll be telling you like, bro, man, you tripping, bro. But see, I also have a simp, for women, but I've never been pussy whipped, as y'all said, over a woman before. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I guess my mind is just built differently from a lot of people, but I just see sex as sex. Can you have great phenomenal sex? Yeah. Have I had great phenomenal sex? Yes. Oh yes. But when it comes down to it, in my mind, it just sex to me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't put pussy on a pedestal like that, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? And I never did that. Even in my marriages, I never did that where I put pussy on the pedestal like that. You know what I'm saying? But have I simp? Absolutely. Yeah. Sure yeah. I think all of us at one point in time have simped over a woman. You know what I mean? That's why, we so advocate against it now, because we know where it leads to. So.
Okay. I understand that. Like if you've been there, that's why you advocate against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I advocate against it too, man.
Yeah.
that Nookie can have power if you ain't mentally strong, boy.
Yeah.
Right, Nookie?
I agree.
And that mouth. That mouth.
Them vice grips get around that Garcia, boy, you be in trouble, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I hear about the crash out over that thing, pulling up to an apartment, seeing who caught it. You don't remember shit, man. I ain't.
Yeah.
And nowadays, though, at my age, man, it ain't a priority like that. I think for me, I don't think if she got her head on right, and like, so I believe that how can I say this? I want to mentally get intimate with you before I get in bed with you. Because if I get you mentally, that thing gonna be right once we get to that level. Because I've already been fucking you mentally. Excuse my language, but we've already been doing that. We've been doing that mentally. So by the time we get there, you gonna have everything off before I do. Because we got each other there. But
Exactly.
I'm too old for that. Nah, it ain't. That's when I was in my 20s, man.
Yeah. Well, so we all did things when we was in our 20s, bro. You know what I mean? I did it too. I don't know. I guess that's why I'm in the space where I'm in right now, dealing with, being pussy whipped and stuff, because I done smashed so many different type of women. It just became to the point where all of them nearly the same to me, you know what I'm saying? Now, once again, are they great? Were they wonderful? Yeah, absolutely, man. Shoot, it was some women, they know how to do some tricks with them lips that's out of this world, but it never caught me like that, if that makes any sense, where I end up becoming whipped over it. So I don't know, but like I say, they each to their own, so.
Okay, I want y'all to respond to this. I said what I said. I don't see a difference between simped and whooped.
I agree.
Joe, you agree to that?
Man, look.
But it's not.
Look, the only reason why women say they don't see a difference between the two is because they don't want to accept the fact there's a difference between the two. They want to accept only the reality that they want to see, what a simp is or what being whipped is, wherever it is, wherever their mindset is at. So of course they're gonna say that.
But here's the thing though. So if you're saying that you're cat whipped, understand that you're getting the vagina. But a dude simping most likely ain't getting a vagina.
He's trying to work towards getting it, but he haven't got it.
Exactly. He's overcompensating, working hard, doing whatever he can to get something that he hasn't gotten, most likely.
More likely that dude is in the friend zone.
Yes. But if you're whipped, you got the vagina and it's making you do the things because, hey, you want to keep getting it.
Right.
Some dudes choose to be in a friend zone, though. So they wouldn't simp, right? That wouldn't be a simp. Because they choose to be in the friend zone, right?
But you have to ask the question why they choose to be in the friend zone to begin with in the first place.
Ain't no
nigga want to be in the friend zone if you dishing out all that money. You know what I'm saying? These simps ain't want to be in no damn friend zone. You know what I mean? You dishing out all that money for a reason. You know what I mean?
I don't respect
because you're investing.
You these niggas invested all this money. They invested all this money into something. They don't want they invested into something. And what makes it really bad is that these dudes do that, and like Lionel and Urban said, they ain't get no Nikki. They did it all for the Nikki. They did it all for the Nikki.
But like Lionel said, he didn't get it for the first one, he gone. Right?
They getting a little something for it. If they doing all this simping, they might be putting the fingers in the kitty. You know what I'm saying? They might be, getting a little kiss on the cheek or something. They getting a little incentive.
Okay, now look. Sour Patch says these men don't understand pussy whoop. I want you to explain yourself, Sweet Rita.
So I could explain it because her and
don't leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Hey, her and other women, right? They honestly believe that they pussy is the exception to the rule. They honestly believe that their pussy is just about on the same level as God. All of them do. All of them believe that. But in reality, it's not. It's really not, y'all. It's really not.
It's not. No. There's nothing like it. No. You're right.
Yeah, they believe that they coochie on. As soon as they put that coochie out there, dude is gonna be like Like, nah.
Hey, Urban, like old dude on Harlem Nights.
Hell yeah.
I want you to explain, sweet Rita. What's going on, Timo? What's going on, bro?
Timo in the house.
One of my day one bros right there. Salute to you, bro. Salute. She said she did. You did? What she said? Oh, she said, so is it being a simp for a man to treat a woman nice?
Yes.
You said yes, Lionel?
Yes.
Explain. Explain.
The hell I'm being nice for if I ain't getting nothing out of it.
Because you're a nice guy.
Get the hell out of here.
Nice
Y'all
guys
know what I
finish
want.
last. I will say this here. Nice guys finish last.
Y'all know what I want.
You want the nookie.
We ain't about to play this game.
So if you're playing Samantha's like ain't nothing, like they all, hey bro, they always do this. They always play Samantha's like ain't nothing every single time.
DR says, why not get in a healthy relationship and have all the coochie you want?
I
Urban
just
said
said that earlier.
Yeah, Urban said that.
With my wife. I got a plethora supply of that. So
infinite.
Well, this turned into an interesting conversation. SBK.
It has. I'm still. You done opened up a floodgate of questions and stuff about your head game and all that. Your head game, cum game.
Yes. You know, I had fun with my ex-fiance. We went to, like sex shops and, you know what I'm saying? Like he ironed my clothes and I, masturbate in front of him while, while he ironed my clothes. He loves to cook me breakfast, pancakes and eggs. Yes. I missed that relationship. I was so in love with him.
Joe asked a great question whenever you were talking about this guy. Y'all ended up breaking up, and how did that
end? Okay, by me being such a horn dog, I'm always on him all the time.
So was he more of a horn dog, or he was?
I think we both were.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, he got to get it up if, 5 times a day or whatever and stuff. But at one point, we did it so much that we both couldn't produce any calm. I couldn't get wet. He couldn't get hard. He couldn't calm. I didn't know that, your body can do that, right? I thought it would always produce.
OSD, what's up, bro? Salute.
Oh, man. Girl.
What is wrong with that? I'm in my 20s, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a horn dog. But still is like that though. Even in my, me being 47. So but we started arguing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And he don't like arguing. Okay. And he don't like to also solve situations either. He likes me happy. He wants to keep me happy, but when I started, lashing out over issues that we was having, he didn't want to solve them. And he resulted into cheating on me. I found out that he cheated on me because the girl called the house and everything. And I asked her specific questions, like, how his dick look. He like his... You know what I'm saying? Like he like his, he like his coochie shaved. You know what I'm saying? So the rule is if you want my coochie shaved, you got to shave them balls. So I made him shave his balls. So, I asked her how his wiener look, she said he shaved. So how would a woman know that you shave if you ain't showing it off, right?
Hey, Scorpio mama, what's going on, bitch?
So, hold up.
Maybe she guessed.
But that too. But hold up. You said earlier that he wasn't a problem solver, but he obviously solved their problem by going out and cheating.
Well, he solved his problems by sex.
Hey, he's solving the problem. It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? There's not a healthy way to solve a problem. Not you ask me to, marry you in front of your mother and all that type of stuff. That's not a way to solve your problems. You know what I'm saying? He also he got engaged in front of his grandmother and his grandfather. That's not a way to solve your problem, to go cheat. I wasn't cheating. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in it. I didn't want no other.
So the problem with that is he's pointing out that he did create an answer. He did.
He didn't. That's not an answer to cheat on somebody. I'm sorry. I'm not going to accept that.
Did he agree that did he admit that he did cheat on you?
No, he did not admit that he cheated on me. You know what I'm saying? So, and that also caused a problem with me because you lying. Now you got into lying. Then, after I found out, I wanted to stab him.
Yeah, that's the one you.
Now that's another man.
Oh.
Yeah, I get really violent. You know what I'm saying? If you try to do something to me and lie to me in my face. You know what I'm saying? He did this stuff in front of his homeboy and made me cry. So once you make me cry, it's on and popping.
Time to drink.
She went straight Jasmine Sullivan. God damn.
So he picked me up. He picked me up and put me in the bed and told me that he'll be back tomorrow or whatever. And I didn't let him come home until like a week later. And our relationship, and the relationship never gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Because in the back of my mind, you telling me that you're doing this and doing that, but you know what I'm saying? He cheated. And also the girl told me that every time they try to do it, he never got hard. Yeah, he never got hard because I drained them damn nuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drain you.
Oh, hold up. So you one of them women? You one of them women, right? Who heard that? Hey, the only way you keep your man from cheating is to drain him out, so he won't even feel like cheating, right?
Well, no, he's gonna be drained anyway being with me because you're gonna have to have sex, morning, noon, and night.
Oh, God damn it!
I'm gonna suck everything, even the head game. I'm gonna suck you until you cannot come anymore.
Damn it!
I'm gonna suck everything out of you. You ain't gonna have no energy to mess around.
Hey, Timo, you right, bro. Timo, you right. She went thin line between love and hate on them for real, more than Lawrence. It was my birthday. Look at that.
So why did you believe her that he was cheating if you're saying that you drained him? Why would he go cheat?
Because she also knew what was in my car. She knew I had handcuffs in my car, and she knew my insurance and all that type of stuff. So how would a woman know what's in my glove department?
So hold on. So you one of them women that you get a man that don't have his own car? And he be driving around in your car?
He had his own car. You know what I'm saying? At that time, his car was broke down. So he used my car sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
So Joe, pretty much, he was pillow talking to the other woman.
So the woman, she got in my car. You know what I'm saying? Nobody not gonna open up your glove department, whatever. She knew I had handcuffs in there.
No man.
Yes, I love to tie a man up in handcuffs and stuff like that. I like to play. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's nothing wrong with that. I'm just. Mm,
And I kept my handcuffs in the car, and just in case some situation might happen.
Situation.
So you's already prepping, huh? Before you even start. Like, yeah, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna have my legs over the dashboard by the time we get to this destination, all right?
With my ex baby data, after we got off from IHOP, you know what I'm saying? We were talking in my car in front of his apartment. I had sex with him in the passenger seat. I rode him.
Time to drink.
Okay, I wanna ask Urban, what was your worst date? So this is obviously before your wife, current wife. What
Mhm.
has been your worst date ever?
Worst dates ever. I have to think about that. Give me one moment to think about that, and I'll get back with you. But you continue we'll roll real quick, and I'll give you the answer because I have to think way back. I think way back real quick. I think way back.
I said it sounded like he was trying to move you out the way, friend. What's up, Bevins?
Well, that's another story right there. That's another interesting story about the girl he cheated on me with. Was my old best friend back in the day when we was teenagers. See, I met my ex fiance when we was teenagers. You know what I'm saying? So she called me and said, he be over here with me, and he was listening to the same music, the same Gerald Levert, music with her and all that type of stuff. So yes, you're gonna get stabbed doing some stuff like that.
Say.
God damn.
You're gonna do, you listen to the same music that me and you made love off of when we got engaged and everything. I was hurt. He hurt me.
Then why would he lie? Did you just leave him after
Yeah,
that?
man. Well, what happened was I tried to get over the whole situation, and he wanted things to get better, but I had went to work. He kissed me goodbye that day, and I came back home from work. All his clothes and everything was gone. He left. And that's when I got in my car and drove all the way to Quintland, where he was at, and asked him to come back.
No, ma'am.
You asked him to come back, bro?
Yeah, because I was in love. And I told myself I would never be in love with a man like that again in my life.
After you stabbed that fool up?
I didn't stab him. I almost stabbed him. His homeboy got me and everything. Because his homeboy was there. His homeboy said, you need to get away from this house because you ain't going to come out alive. So his homeboy took him, to his house.
That shit, that dinger was good, boy.
Yeah, he was good. He was good with that mouth. He was good. I was doing everything that he wanted me to do.
That nigga was
he your first?
No, he wasn't my first.
Oh, okay.
He was the first guy that ever gave me that orgasm.
Oh.
That orgasm was like crack. I'm telling you.
I don't agree, but okay.
Nah, the way that he did it, it was like I was strung out on drugs. I'm serious.
Oh, okay.
Damn. She
went to look for him, Bevan. She went to look for him.
She was addicted to that dinger.
I was addicted. I would never fall in love like that again. I'm serious. That man had me doing some things. I'm telling you, having sex in clubs, all that type of stuff. That man right there had me doing some things. Getting on my knees, everything.
Okay. But wait, DR said you sucked him dry and locked him up in the car. Is that what you said?
No, I suck everything out of him so he won't get hard anymore for nobody else. you know. But the
And that's
handcuffs
what I
is like a
said.
game thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what
I
I
don't.
said.
It's like a game thing.
And did he like that? He liked being handcuffed?
And I like to be handcuffed.
Oh, so the handcuffs were for you.
Yeah, for me.
Oh.
No, he a ex-con. He don't like to be handcuffed.
Oh man.
Ooh, what?
Mm-mm.
The great role.
Hey, Ro lit as hell though. I respect her though, man. I respect her.
What DR said, so was you locked in the car? No, I never got locked in the car. No, the handcuffs is in my car because I think it was the last I had my handcuffs in the car because I went over to his house and everything and play games with him. And you know what I'm saying? I come prepared for my little games. You know, I used to have a little bag, you know, with some whips in there. You know, so he could spank me. Yeah, you know, so he could spank me.
You got a tackle box.
Yeah, you have, you know, play games. You come prepared. You have, you know, like some drawers in your purse, you know, some extra drawers, some, you know, some some soap in there so you can do your little bird bath.
Woo.
So okay, hold on. Okay, so hold on. So okay, so there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting things like that. You know, edible underwear.
Yeah, some cream.
Cat of nine tails. You know, things like that. There's nothing wrong with all that. Okay. look at Urban's face. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm talking about that, of course, and most of you know, and if you don't know, I'm going to say it. So I only have experiences from being married, right? In my marriage, and those are experiences that I experienced being married. I'm not talking about just dating. I'm not talking about nothing like that. That's not nothing I've experienced. So I'm just backing up Ro. Okay. But I didn't carry my own stuff just to go date. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so there's nothing wrong with all that. Okay. Kinky stuff, you know, you keep it spicy. And I'm talking about being married. So I don't know about just dating.
So do y'all men have toys? Do y'all have like a fake vagina you could put your wiener in?
I was just about to get ready to explain this to y'all. All right. See, look, men, we don't be into all that 50 Shades of Grey bullshit. We will participate it with you if that's what you desire. But do we want to do that shit? No, we just want to hit you from the back, hit you missionary position. If we could helicopter you a couple of times, we're good with that. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep it nice and simple.
You don't like to be spanked?
It just be done with it. That's women who be wanting all that extra bullshit. Oh, cuff me up on the steering wheel and pretend that you're robbing me while hit me from the back. That's y'all be wanting that old word kinky bullshit. And we just participated. We're just participants. That's it. We don't got no down tours or anything like that. That's y'all.
So you don't like to be spanked, Urban? You don't want nobody to get a paddle in you?
Hell no.
Because you've been a bad man.
Hell no. How that's going to want to satisfy me getting a coochie and you spanking my ass and stuff like?
Because you did a good job. Y'all get spanked in football.
What? We'll get spanked at football. What the hell are you talking about?
Y'all do. Y'all spank each other in football because y'all did a good job.
No, that's a pat to my good job, bro. Versus getting a paddle on your butt. You sit up here.
Check this out, y'all. I said what I said. This is to you. Ro, you had a boy who couldn't handle you. You have to have a grown man to handle your energy.
Yes, I know that now because we was in our 20s back then, and that's the only time. Well, that's not the only time I got engaged. Um, I learned a valuable lesson from that relationship. That's why I would never ever feel that way about a man again. You know, he would have to be a really, really great man in order for me to feel the way that I felt for my ex fiance, my first one. You know, we tried to get back together present day, but he want too much demands from me, and I have changed a lot and everything because he didn't like that I was celibate. He didn't like that, the name change. He wanted me to drop my last name Taylor. He wanted me to get rid of that. He wanted me to get rid of my whole identity of Taylor, and I didn't want to do that. He also wanted a kid. He already had 5 of them. Why do you need another one? You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not having any kids. I'm sorry. Not at my big age.
Okay, I agree with Sweet Rita. Sweet Rita, that's one of the things from Urban. Urban tries to talk for all men or all women. How he tries to talk for women is beyond.
Look her. I don't give a damn about all that. If I'm gonna make a reference to all men, it is gonna be what it is. See, that's one of them type of moving the goalpost thing that women do all the time. You can't speak for all men. You can't speak for all women. The hell I can, because it's my opinion.
Right, that's your opinion. I love that word. Yes, that is your opinion. That is your opinion. Because when I stated what I stated in my marriage, it was him. It was I did it. I did it to serve, and I did it to please my man. That's why I did it, because that was his, that's what Hinky liked, and that's why I did it.
Oh,
so I'm just letting you know.
That
is your opinion. I agree.
A buddy like that, 50 Shades of Grey sex, that's him.
Sweet.
Ain't not.
I had men that like to be choked. You know what I'm saying? They like to be choked. Sometimes I like to be choked a little bit, or, bit.
Put my black ass underneath the jail if I start choking. He big old motherfuckers here.
Why?
Shit.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God, y'all are lit, man. I said what I said, don't do that. Don't do that. You just have to find the right person who wants the same thing you want. And don't pull out all the tricks up front. It has to be discussed what the wants and needs are from both of you.
Yeah, I agree with you. I said what I said, but that was back when I was young. I was young, full of cum, and wanted to come all the time. Really, I wanted to come all the time, but I had to, go to counseling and everything. Like, at first, I thought I was like an evil person that I love to come so much, and I had to pray with my aunt, and she was like, "Don't never pray that your horniness away, because there's a woman out there that want to be horny and she can't get horny because of something happened to her, like surgery or something like that. She can't get as horny." But she just told me to pray for self-control, and that's what I pray for, is self-control.
My boy says, I'm definitely a biter, the human Pac-Man.
Already.
Men have fantasies too. That's what Sour Patch says.
That's what it is, fantasies.
What's wrong with cause I did only haven't done 2 of my fantasies.
What's 2 of your fantasies, tell me?
That I haven't done?
Why you have to ask, bro? Why?
Go ahead, Ro.
One of my fantasies was to have an orgy.
God damn.
God damn.
How
Huh?
many people? Well, how many people?
About at least about 5 or 6.
Men. I mean, what's the ratio of men and
Mm,
women?
About
More men than
like couples, like three men, 3 women orgy.
A Diddy party?
Yeah, with the body oil and everything.
yo.
I love some
Baby
body
oil and
oil.
everything, huh?
I
Damn.
love some baby oil. I love the way it smells.
Oh goodness. Sour patch, no, I do not bite, but however, I do soft choke if I'm either in missionary or if she's in doggy style, I do a soft choke.
All men are not the same. Sweet Rita says. Selena says self-control is the key. DR says I'm playing. Yes, I am.
Yeah, and my other fantasy was to have a threesome with 2 women. That didn't work out.
Oh, you did that though.
Nah, it didn't work out.
It didn't
So
pan out. It didn't. Y'all playing
It
it.
it, it, it didn't plan out because both of the women they liked me a lot and they wanted me to themselves. So it didn't work out. They didn't want to meet. They didn't. They were just
So that one is still pending until further notice, huh?
no. I don't want to do it.
Damn.
So it was not going to have D at all. It was just going to be 3 women.
It was just gonna be me and 2 other women.
Oh, I got you.
But yeah, it didn't work because one of them didn't want to share me, the other one didn't want to share me, and another one they want to move in with me and just be just the 2 of us, and
It was just too much feelings involved.
yeah.
Too much estrogen.
I think that's the problem though. Just too much emotions all wrapped up.
Yeah, they was all wrapped into me.
I like what I said. What I said. You ain't found the right man to the same energy as you, Ro.
No, I haven't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just I became celibate, and because I had a prayer with the Lord for like 2 hours on what type of man that I want, and He haven't sent that man to me. After I made a deal with the Lord about the situation that I was in with the F1 felony thing that got dropped. I made a deal with him. You know what I'm saying? That I'll be a good girl, I'll be celibate, I'll do whatever He wants me to do. I just gave myself to the Lord.
So what you're saying is you need another Melvin from Baby Boy to put you in the old nigga squad. Old nigga squad.
I really want a younger man because right now it's like a lot of younger guys. They come up to me for some reason. I don't even know, but the trouble with me on that is that I don't want kids. And these guys that come up to me, they have jobs, good jobs, and don't even have any kids. And I don't want to be the one to get with this guy and he wants kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna give it to him.
He can just practice, bro. He can just practice.
No, but, that's how a man would cheat on you. If he desire kids and you don't want to give him kids, and I'm the wife or whatever might happen, he's gonna go out there and get kids because he wants kids. That's how I feel about it. And I don't want to stop his life that he wants kids. You know what I'm saying? If you want kids, go out there and get kids. Get with a woman that wants kids. I'm not finna waste your time. It's time that you ain't gonna get back.
I dated a guy that was I was 45, he was 32. And that was his thing. He wanted kids, actually.
The midget.
Shut up.
The midget.
Shut up, fool.
You down a midget?
Hell yeah. That nigga was a midget. That He was a midget.
He was not an actual. He was just short. Oh Lord Jesus.
He was a midget.
Anyway, that's not the point. The point is he did want to have kids eventually, and he had never had kids.
Bodybuilding routines to control. he liked to do bodybuilding routines to Janet
I wouldn't
Jackson.
date a scrawny little dude.
He was a
If he's
midget.
gonna be little, he's got to have some.
He was a midget.
Anyway,
He was shorter than her.
that's not the point. The point is, I agree. I would never cougar it again. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get a lot of young gentlemen. They be want to holler at me because they say I look younger and stuff like that. They don't think that I'm in my 40s, right? So they be trying to holler, but they want kids. Some of them want about 5, 6 kids. You know, I can't give you that many kids. I can't even give you one. You know, and ain't. I'm
So they want
47. What the
legacy.
hell I look like?
They want legacy.
Uh-huh.
Spray their loins.
Well, they can spread their lawn somewhere else. They won't get it over here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my bad, line. I forgot, bro, because we were talking about everything else.
I said what I said. Ask me a question. Have you ever dated outside your race? I want to date outside my race. I love Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? But my homegirl who's Hispanic, she said they don't circumcise they wieners, and I like a circumcised wiener.
That's not true, Ro. My husband was circumcised.
He was Hispanic.
Yes.
TMI.
Okay. Yeah, so I was afraid to go to a Hispanic because I thought they didn't circumcise wiener because they Catholic.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, you got to have with all that skin on. That's an ugly penis.
Oh my God. Woo, boy.
They in the chat laughing. They know that uncircumcised wiener is ugly. You don't even want to put it in your mouth.
If it's hard, you won't even know.
Huh?
If it's hard, you won't even know.
The pullback and the coloration of it is ugly.
I don't know.
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, I had two different worst date experiences.
Go ahead.
And now that I think about it, the first worst date experience I had was that I was talking to this girl that I had met on a dating website. We was talking for a while. We eventually started FaceTiming with each other. I mean, she looked at okay for us, while I was sitting on FaceTime, but I never got to see, her actual body or anything like that. So we had agreed to meet up in Louisiana, meet up in Shreveport, because Escape was having a concert out there. And so we went out. Well, I drove out there to Louisiana and met her out there. Finally met her, and she wasn't as advertised. So I was already feeling some type of way because I felt like she was catfishing me. Then on top of that, I was the one who ended up simping out and spending money on these tickets to go to this concert and driving all the way out there to this concert. Then on top of that, we didn't have no energy. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no connection how the way it was when we was FaceTiming each other. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was because of she see how I felt when I actually see her in person. I don't know. It was just a weird negative vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my worst date experiences. That's the first one. The second worst date experiences, I ended up meeting another woman, right? And I had met her at the at this time I was working at a hotel or something like that. And so I met her at this hotel because she was checking in. She was by herself with was she by herself? No, she was with her friends. She was at an event with her friends, and I seen her there, and I talked to her. Went upon going out to a restaurant over there in downtown Dallas. What was the name of that restaurant? Damn. It's a popular restaurant. Dakota's, yeah. There's another restaurant in downtown Dallas, Dakota's. So we ended up going to Dakota's. We sat down. We had a interesting time there and stuff, right? Right immediately after the day, we went to a club and we went out dancing at the club. After that, we ended up having a one night stand. We ended up having sex. The sex was horrible. It was horrible.
How was it horrible? She couldn't get in positions, or was the coochie all toe up?
It was. She smelled weird. She had a weird smell, so it wasn't a fishy smell. It was I don't know. It was a weird smell that she had, and it just turned me off.
Wow, so you were pounding it in with smelling shit.
Yeah. and then when we was doing it right, she was sweating, and I don't know if it was her sweat secreting the smell even more, but it was horrible. That was like the worst sex I ever had with a woman.
So did the smell carry on with you?
I had to take a shower. Cause right after that, I was done. You know what I'm saying? I was done with her. I was done. And I ended up on leaving, taking the shower. And that was the last time I talked to her.
Oh, she didn't get a call back. There must be some funky ass smells.
And I go to the hell out of her for real. Yeah, bro. I paid for that one. That was one of the dates I paid for. Cause Dakota's is not cheap. Dakota's is expensive. So yeah, I simped out on that date, man. Horrible.
She probably had that BV.
Horrible investment, but them my two worst dates I never had.
And I think she's got that nasty woman.
And that's the crazy part. It didn't smell like fish. It didn't smell like no seafood. No, it just had a word. I can't describe it. It was just unnatural.
So was it powerful, BO? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you smell it while y'all was on the date and like, you know, she sat down in a...
I didn't smell it while we was on the date. I didn't even smell it when we was at the club. But when we made it over to her house, that's when I started smelling. I like, God, what the fuck is...
Well, she's black as tar. She's black as tar. Nappy at it. Got legs like a baseball bat. And I hear she's got that nasty woman.
Timo says she got that potluck coochie. She got that potluck coochie. Smell like greens and everything else.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I say, I can't describe it. Hey, Selena said funky, yeah. That's a bit
smell like mustard greens.
Hey, Kat, what is BV?
Bacteria. I forgot what the V. I know it's a bacteria. Something. It's a BV. Let's look it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just look it up.
Mm-hmm. Deanna's mom could. Oh my god.
Hey, y'all. So Smaller, look.
Smell like some damn chitlins.
He know about Dakota, right? Now, in order for me to simp out and pay for a Dakota date like that, she had to look good, which she did. Everything about her was phenomenal, great. The whole conversation was great. When we went out to eat, it was great. When we went out to the club, man, you know, we got drinks and we connected. It was great. It was just the moment when we got to our house. It was...
Yeah, that's it. I said what I said. I said what I said. Got the V part.
Vaginitis. Okay, hold on, Urban. So, okay, hold on. Ooh. But you still hit it?
Too much. But I still hit. Yeah. Well, I invested in this woman. Did you not hear? I said I took out the Dakotas. Hell yeah, I hit. Was it great? No, at all. Not at all. Mm-mm.
I have to ask because I have boys and I tell them this. Did you wrap it up?
Yes.
Thank
Why
you.
would
Good that you wrap it up because you could have gave somebody a yeast infection after you got through having sex with that without no rubber.
y'all wrap it up? I always do. I always do. Like during that time when I'm just dating or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I always wrap it up.
Yeah, I keep condoms with me too. You know what I'm saying? When I was dating, I kept condoms, a lot of condoms, because and I put it on, because some of these men, they don't know how to put on no rubber, or they'll poke a hole in the rubber or something. Yeah, I put it on for you, baby.
There be poker holes in rubbers. I thought.
Yeah, so you get pregnant. No.
Y'all wild, bro.
Why you
ain't getting dangerous?
Look, because I already invested money into this woman. That's why.
So he had to get some. He was like, even if it was smelly or whatever.
Yeah, I just had
smell
to
like chillin',
but it was horrible. Just had to soldier through it.
So did she give you a little head? Was the head game good?
No, we didn't get into all that. The moment we got into her house, we just went at it. It wasn't no foreplay or nothing like that. Because
did you check her panties to see did she have like a discharge up in there?
No. I just pulled that shit off and just went to work. But the moment I pulled it off, also that's when I kind of was smelling. I like, wait a minute. You know what? Oh well, we're here now.
Yeah, DR said pride over funk.
But see, Gertrude, she should have freshened up first. Yes, she should have, especially if she was at her own house. See, that's where I'm like, she's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will check them damn drawers and see did she had a discharge up in there.
So about he did no investigation. No, I did it. I did it.
Yeah, she probably had skid marks in her sheet. Did you check the sheets?
No, I was too busy hitting it, man. I wasn't thinking about being Detective Pikachu.
She should have taken a shower. Y'all had been out.
Yeah, I agree, but we did it. I mean, who would take a shower? Like, hey, you want to take a shower? Go, hell yeah. That's what all the great stuff happened in the shower.
No, it gets too slippery up in there. The wiener will fall out, all that type of stuff, and no, we don't want that.
Oh my God.
Hey, SBK, you asked for this show, man, so you getting it.
I did. Bro.
Yeah, I invented this show. This was my topic. Y'all like it?
It was her topic.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bro, you wild as hell.
Motherfucker. Look here, man. I got a couple commercials and we gonna come back.
Yeah, we all need to recover from this one, bro.
Lord have mercy. We'll be right back, y'all. All righty.
Yeah.
What a show. Shout out to the great Roe T. Cat Commission Art Diva. Y'all go subscribe up to Roe. Y'all see the great artwork that we got. It's because of the great Roe Sheeta Taylor. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Roe. Shout out to her. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to It's Just ETV. Shout out to all those. So, hey man, what a great show! What a great show, man.
Man, me coming up here didn't even make it better, bro. Like, what the hell?
Man,
it just went all the way downhill.
Bro, the hell no, bro. You bringing it, you coming up on the show just brought it to a whole.
Yeah, you brought it to a whole nother level.
Oh my God, Lionel, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. What's your final thoughts, bro? What's your final thoughts? Tell us about your channel so we can get everybody subscribed up to you. Just let us know what you got going on. Hey, man, before Lionel speaks, man, I'm proud of this dude. This family to me. Very talented guy, man. Y'all go and subscribe up to the Suggs verse. If you're a mod, put his link in the chat, please. Go subscribe up to my little bro, Suggs verse. I am very proud of this dude. He's doing big things. And look, Lionel, if you make it big, I'm not gonna say if. When you make it big, bro, I know you're gonna make it big. When you make it big, all right, and you're competing with Marvel and you're competing against DC, all I want, just loan your big bro just $10,000. Just $10,000, all right? So that way I can pay off some things.
I got you.
10,000. All right, that's all I'm saying. So the floor is yours. Just final words and give me some thoughts. Go ahead.
You can find me at airtothestars.com, or you can find me on YouTube at Sugsverse. I mean, I'm the only person with the name. Currently, I'm doing some editing right now, but I still have the Chronochasm storyline that is currently going on. And, I'm just doing promotion, honestly. So I got that going on. I'm staying busy, staying productive. Be sure to check me out, though. And final words is this has been a fun show. Not too crazy, not too much. But I still don't have an ideal date. I still haven't thought of what would be ideal to me.
Okay, so when you come up with one, I want you to put it in the comment section.
I got you.
And then 9 times out of 10, man, you probably, from whatever you come up with, we're probably going to have a show about it.
Okay.
So just put it in the comment section, bro, and let me know, or hit me up. You know what time it is.
Yeah, I got you.
So just hit me up. So y'all go subscribe up to my boy. All right, big bro. Urban, what you got? What you got, bro? Y'all go subscribe up to my brother, Urban Lounge Podcast. Dude is always lit. I just got done listening to his DJ session while I was at work. Go subscribe up to the lounge. Shout out to all the folks in the lounge. But what you got on your final words, Urban?
Well, first of all, SBK, man, see, you dream small, man. You got to dream big. You ask Lionel for 10K. That's not what you need to ask him for. What you need to ask him is for him to design a character that's similar to you, right? And ask him to trademark that character so you could get royalties for life. And you could pass that even over to your daughter, bro. See, you got to dream big. That 10K that's going to come and go.
You right, Lionel. You right, Urban. I'm sorry. You right.
But shout out to everybody in the building. Everybody in the building, SBK. Everybody representing SBK. Everybody representing. Also tap in with E channel, all that good old stuff. Everybody representing the lounge and wherever else sector that you from or representing. If that's what you do, shout out to each and every last one of y'all. Appreciate it a whole lot. Make sure y'all want to tune in to Urban Lounge podcast, where I always be having thought provoking conversations over there. Literally, thought provoking conversations over there, where trigger folks. And some folks will, agree with it. You know how it is. Other things I have going on is that I've been working heavily with my DJing, because like I've been part-timing with my DJing, but now I have went full-fledged full-time with my DJing. So now I'm a full-fledged DJing business, where I do wedding DJs, and I'm doing corporate as well too, parties, family reunions, all that good stuff. So I finalized that with a couple of websites. Some of y'all may know these websites. One of them is called The Knot. The Knot is with weddings, where a lot of couples who are planning a wedding that could go onto this website. And so if you go onto the Knot website, and if you type in DJ Urban, you will see me on their website as a vendor. So yeah, so I finalized a deal with them so I could be on their website. I also have completed this landing page for me as well too, where people could utilize my DJing services as well too. So that's where I'll be like really, really working on.
Awesome.
And other than that, that's it, y'all.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to my boy Urban. That's my bro, man. That's family right there, man. Shout out to the lounge family for coming over and supporting your boy, man. The lounge family, tap ins, SBK. It's just E. We're all one. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of y'all. Y'all subscribe to my boy. Y'all go subscribe to my boy. All right, T-Cat roll. Yeah. Whoa. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. What you got going on?
Y'all, I have made it to 60K plus on my channel. I need to put my stuff up, so I haven't had time to because I've been so busy at work. Congratulations. So that my announcement will come out on my community wall, so everybody will know and congratulate me on that. I am so proud of myself. I'm almost at 100K, y'all. Somebody looking at me.
For real. Hey, any content creator out there that needs to spice up your channel, go and hit up T-Cat. She can get you some videos. She can spice up your channel with her artwork. Y'all go and subscribe to my girl T-Cat. She will hit you up. She will hook you up, I should say. She will hook you up, and just go subscribe to her and hit her up on the email, and she'll hook you up. You dig? So that's where it's at. She is the very best artwork here on YouTube. Trust me.
Cat, you're at 60.5 thousand, girl.
Yes, I am so proud of myself, and y'all forgive me. I'm an outspoken person, and I have a lot of energy. That's why I can't go to a coffee shop a lot. I had punished my ex-fiance. He took me to a coffee shop late at night, and he got punished. Yes.
A lot of Negroes like that punishment.
What? Having sex for 5 hours?
Yes. I'm just saying.
And getting all sweaty?
Yes. Us. Yes. That's another subject. That's another title. It is.
Hey, I'm about to say, damn, coffee shop does it? Man, say, Ro, look, man, yeah, these modern women, man, I ain't lying. If you remotely mention a coffee shop, oh hell no.
But I go to a coffee shop every day, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's not take me to somewhere else that I haven't went to. Because I go every morning. So I have to wind down, and I don't want any coffee late at night. So just take me somewhere that Like, you can even, buy me a bag of Reese's or something like that, and we could just do like a Timo. Feed the ducks with some, do some stuff like that. I
Yeah.
love some Reese's.
She said, "Buy me some Reese's and feed the ducks."
Yep, feed the ducks. Do a Timo. Timo be out there feeding the ducks. I
That
love
sounds
it
like a
because the
great
ducks,
time
the
down the
ducks
pool, though.
love him. So
Already. Hey, y'all go y'all go subscribe to my girl T Cat. You hear me? Y'all will not be disappointed. Go subscribe. Yes. My
DR,
favorite.
DR, yes, I had the most nastiest sex ever, and y'all made me relive that experience by explaining it to y'all tonight.
yes, we love it. We love that story. The BE, the what's that? The body odor story. The story from hell. Yes, we love it.
We're gonna have to probably have a show about best and worst sex experiences. Probably. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can
Oh
answer
my
that.
God, I got about a couple of those, maybe about 5 of them.
Lord have mercy. Oh Lord.
So
There might be a show.
I had one story where a woman didn't even turn me on at all. My boy didn't even raise to attention, and she tried her very best, including going down on me. But that's another topic for another time.
We will.
Wow.
Shit, I
So
think
your thing was like womp womp womp.
Yep, it was like I need over. yo, your homie was not feeling it at all. Period. Homie was not feeling it, but that's another story for another time.
yes, we're gonna have to probably have another show on that in itself. Absolutely. But yeah, again, everybody, y'all, if you're a content creator, go and subscribe to my boy Urban. Go subscribe to the fam Row. All right, Joe, what you got going on? What's your final words? Let's go.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for everyone stopping by, supporting my bestie. I appreciate you all. I really do. This was a great conversation. It was a great topic. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate you.
No problem.
But that's all I got. I just appreciate you all supporting my bestie, and that's all.
Absolutely. Y'all go and subscribe to Thrive and Glow with Joe.
And I'm very excited because I got my taxes done. If you guys have not done your taxes, you got a few days left.
The 15th.
I'm just here. It's just a public service announcement. Y'all need to go ahead and get them done.
And I want to say this. I want to say this. Dr. says you're beautiful. I want to say this to Lionel and to Bonds. I was on Vaughn's channel with it was me and Urban. I think Urban and Lionel and Vaughn's and some other people. And they were talking about our shows. They were talking about Tap In. They were talking about Road. They were talking about myself. They were talking about you, Joe. And shout out to Lionel. Lionel was giving us free promotion. And Lionel was Bonds was wondering. She's like, who is the fair-skinned woman that's on your page, SBK? And they was talking about you, Joe. I'm like, no, she's Hispanic. She is Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? She is Hispanic, and she is not fair. She is Hispanic. So shout out to Vaughn's reality. And she was just she's like, what? She might be white. I was like, no, she's Hispanic. She's Hispanic. All right, she's Hispanic. All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody that hopped up on the panel. Joe, my boy Urban, my girl T-Cap, Lionel, Jimbo, everybody that came up on the chat. This was a live chat, man. Great discussion. Tune into. I'm trying to do this every Sunday night at 7:45 p.m. Central Time, and I'm having a wonderful time with it. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell. Well, no, I ain't gonna tell it. I ain't gonna tell it. I'll tell that later. I am planning on doing an all women's panel. Now I know my girl. I said what I said is doing a. She wants to plan on doing an all male panel, and she was wanting me and other guys to be on her panel. But I've already did an all male panel. I want to do an all women's panel. All right. So I'm calling all of you women, all of the ladies that are in my chat, in the lounge chat. You know, all of you ladies that are listening to me, y'all stay tuned. I would love to hear your voices. Okay. I want y'all to get off what you need to get off as a woman. All right. I had an all male panel a few months ago, and it was great. It was great. I want to have an all women's panel, so I want every woman to listen to me, and just be on notice. I want to have an all women's panel to where you guys can get off what you want to get off. If you want to talk about mental health, if you want to talk about marriage, you want to talk about dating, if you want to talk about socks. You know what I mean? The only man that's going to be on the panel is me, because I'm going to be hosting it. I want to be asking you. I want to ask questions. I want you guys to get it all off. You know what I mean? Your grievances, your successes, your what you guys are going through. I want to know y'all state of mind. I want to know the heartbeat of our women today in real time, right? So y'all stay tuned.
Hey, even if they got issues with me over at the lounge, by all means, go ahead and get that off over here at the channel, so I can go ahead and unwrench all y'all. Go ahead.
Oh well, look at you.
I'm out all y'all. Damn it.
Oh my God, he said he's gonna unwrench all of y'all. Oh my God.
So y'all better be speaking positive about Urban. The very first sentence should be, Urban is a wonderful, handsome man. Then for that, you can say whatever you want to say.
You already messed up, buddy. You already messed up.
Oh my God.
Oh, hold up, Joe. Let me go unmod you real quick.
Look here.
Married, Urban. I ain't saying nothing positive about you.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
Hey, SBK, they gonna have an all women show strictly talking about me.
Or it's going to be subliminal, really subliminal.
Throwing some subs. Throwing some subs out there.
Oh my God. But listen, man, you ladies, listen to me. You know, in my chat, in Urban's chat, is mainly all women. So you guys, look, without y'all women, it wouldn't be no us. I have to say that. You know what I mean? You guys make the majority of our chat. So you guys stay tuned, keep your ears and your eyes open, and I'm going to have an all women's panel. I want you guys to speak. All right. You ladies need to quit just hiding behind the keyboard. I'm not asking you to cam up. You know what I mean? You can come up and you can have an avatar with your name, or you can have a picture or whatever. You ain't got to cam up. Speak your mind. You dig? Speak your mind and speak and talk your shit. You know what I mean? Because I want your voice to be heard. You dig? You know what I mean? So I want y'all to air it all out. Get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna plan on the all women's panel. I don't know if it's gonna be next week or not, but we're gonna work on it. All right. So let's get to it. All right. So SBK merchandise is coming out soon. SBK all kinds of stuff on our channel is going to be coming out soon. So you guys, you know, a bunch of giveaways, a bunch of stuff. It's going to be coming soon. All right. So
already.
Thank you. I want to thank all of my mods. I want to thank all of my team that's helping me be who I need to be as a content creator. Ro, Joe, it's just ETV, all the motivating content creators like my bro Urban and others, you know what I'm saying, that motivate me to be better. Y'all motivate me whenever y'all don't know you're motivating me. So Man, we got a great thing going. I think we're building our own little sector. In my opinion, we're building our own little sector over here. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. And let's help each other grow, and let's help each other just show these other folks, you know, that you can build content, you can build a little community without beef and without all the BS involved. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's what we got. All right. So I'm proud of everybody that came up on the panel. I'm proud of everybody that's in the chat, man. I love y'all, man. And I got love for each and every one of y'all, man. And y'all keep it coming. And y'all give me a comment in the comment section. Let me know how y'all felt about the chat. Something I didn't discuss. If you got some
suggestions or some titles.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. If you guys want to talk about something or whatever, hit me up on IG. Hit me up in the comment section. My IG channel on the IG is the Silverback King. Hit me up on IG. Hit me up in the comment section, man. Just like Rose said, man, if you got some ideas, hit me up, man, and I'll be happy to talk about it because I do content for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want us to have fun, and that's what we're doing. We had fun Friday night. We had fun tonight, and that's what it's all about. You dig? So that's what's all about, man. And man, like I said, I'm proud of everybody on the chat. I'm thankful for everybody that came up on the panel. I'm thankful for everybody in the chat. And proud of y'all. Love y'all. We will see you soon. Keep your post notifications on. Coming at you. All right. So with that being said, your boy SBK is gone.
Already.